Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. Coming to you live from Lake Louise, Alberta. I
Damn,
remembered.
you're a pro now.
Me?
Episode 96 coming at you guys. If you're new, I'm Denver. Beautiful wife here,
Hello,
Teresa.
hello.
I've got 6 stories that I'm going to read out, and Teresa has her own, and we're both going to be blind reacting to each other's stories. What's the theme for today, babe?
You made your bed.
Now you got to sleep in it.
You have to sleep in it.
Yeah. Buonanotte.
Buona freaking notte.
It's Italian for go to sleep or good night.
It's good night.
That's it.
Good night. It's a nice, crispy fall morning here in Lake Louise.
Teresa's amped up.
Oh my gosh, we have the windows open, even though it's quite chilly, but I love it.
There's a cold breeze coming through.
Oh, also, if you're watching on YouTube, you may
Yep.
notice that Denver looks a little wounded.
I have a bandage on my arm. I fucked myself up 2 days ago. If you guys follow our Instagram at Denver and Teresa for the travel updates, because if you knew, we full-time RV life and we take this podcast on the road, then you already know what happened to me. But if you don't, and then I will get into that at the end of the episode. But if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to look at my bandage. Also, if you are on YouTube, maybe take a look around to see what's new since the last episode. We got some new stickers. I don't know.
New memorabilia.
Should we point them out now, or should we wait till life updates?
No, let's let them comment if you see a new sticker.
Yeah, and then comment like I guessed at this timestamp, and then you'll know if you're right when you get to the end of the video. But yeah, if you guys are new, Teresa reads her stories, I blind react, I read them blind react, and then at the end of the episode, we give you the life updates and what's been happening with the RV life traveling on the road.
I think that's enough intro. Should we get into it?
Let's go. You, me, rock, paper, scissors, like good old times,
Sure.
or
Let's do it.
rock, paper, scissors. Oh, does that mean I go first? Or that means I
Yes.
choose who goes first.
I mean, you could choose.
It's the same.
You
I choose
won.
myself.
Okay. Go ahead, honey.
Am I the asshole for telling my dad's wife she screwed her kid out of grandparents? So my 20 female dad is with his affair partner, Laura. He and Laura have a kid, Lucy, 13 female. Lucy was conceived after my dad and Laura were already together a while. Her birth wasn't the reason my parents split, in case anyone is wondering. But obviously, my dad's family knew about the affair once my parents split, and they banned Laura from ever attending family events. To this day, the only people on that side of the family that have met her are me and my one cousin who came to stay with me and my dad's for a few days one time. My grandparents told my dad that they would happily be active in Lucy's life if it would have to be dad that facilitated the relationship, meaning he'd have to bring her to see them alone. Laura said no. I guess she thought eventually she'd force herself into the family through Lucy, but all it did was mean that no one ever met Lucy. My dad would take me to my grandparents' or my aunt's place without Laura and Lucy, and that was just how it went. Well, it recently came up that my grandparents were giving me money towards buying an apartment when I graduate, which set Laura off. She's always been bitter that my grandparents financed my schooling, but my dad paid for university. She was passive-aggressively grumbling at the dinner table that this is why she felt we could have asked them to pay for my university, and that would be nice if Lucy got to have grandparents, but, quote, some people are petty and cruel. I looked at my dad like, are we really playing this game? But he didn't say anything. Then Laura turns to Lucy and goes, quote, you should know that none of this is your fault. Life isn't fair and you got the short end of the stick with certain family members. So I just said, yeah, the short end of the stick family member is you, Laura. Lucy could have had the same relationship with my grandparents that I do, but you were so selfish that you screwed your own kid out of that. Laura argued that no one who hated her could have a relationship with her daughter, so I was like, well, what are you mad about then? That your principals ended up sabotaging your kid? Maybe that's on you. At this point, my dad was giving me a death stare, so I kind of just went back to my food. Laura sent me a text later that night about how much she didn't appreciate me saying that in front of her child, and that it was her prerogative how she managed that relationship. She also said my dad's family are cruel and vindictive. I didn't reply, and honestly, the only reason I don't have her blocked is in case my dad is taken ill suddenly. But now my dad is saying it's caused issues at home because Lucy is finally grasping that Laura is the one who wouldn't allow her to have a relationship with dad's side of the family and is now apparently pretty mad about it. He's saying the way I went at Laura was inappropriate in front of a child and that Lucy shouldn't have heard about all of that, but I think she only heard it because her mother was retconning reality. I didn't mean to cause an issue between Lucy and Laura, but honestly, I do feel like Laura was asking for it by acting like an idiot in front of someone who knew the whole story. Am I the asshole?
No. Sometimes when someone is just like so wrong, they're delusional and they need to hear it from an outside source. Someone who like doesn't really mean that much to them, I think,
Yeah.
because OP doesn't have a close relationship with Laura, it seems. So I think from hearing it from like an outsider, maybe she would actually like I'm sure she's gonna hate hearing it, but maybe it'll actually like,
Yeah.
stick with her. It is
Yeah.
like it is her fault.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know. It's a little, I don't know, because 13 is like, it's kind of young. It's still like kid territory. It's kind of like grown up kid territory. Maybe
So
you shouldn't
you
have
think
said it.
she's kind of in the wrong for saying it in front of the kid?
I think so. Maybe. Like, yeah, what you said was the truth. There's nothing wrong with it. But like, it's their prerogative how they want to raise their kid. Was it your place to say in front of the kid? I don't know.
Well,
Like if the
it
kid,
seems like Laura kind of brought up this conversation as she was
yeah,
voicing that she was upset with her
s-
partner's parents.
that's true. And
And
she
then
said some people are petty and cruel.
exactly. So she was already being a little passive aggressive.
Yeah.
This was kind of on her,
She kind
and
of brought it up herself.
OP is just kind of sticking up for her grandparents.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like if you can't dish it, get out of the wait, what's if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen?
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
But like on the flip side, like does Laura have a leg to stand on with her argument?
what is her argument exactly?
So the grandparents, because their son cheated on his first wife
Yeah.
with her, they never accepted her into the family.
Yeah.
But their son was still fine for him to come over, all fine and dandy and everything. So she broke up their kid's first marriage.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the kid still comes over to all the stuff. Like, you're my kid. I forgive you unconditionally. But then holds out judgment on the affair partner.
I mean, I think like when it comes to like affairs, I think both are equally to blame. But in the parents' POV, it's like that's their son. If they go no contact with the son, then they're not going to get any access to the grandchild. So like, is it right? No, I don't think so. But I can understand it, I think.
But is that not kind of cruel?
I think this is a common scenario with affair partners. Okay. It doesn't mean that it's not okay. I think people will resent the affair partner more. I think this is a typical reaction.
I guess,
But
but it's like,
as an affair partner though, you kind of have to expect that. Like you need to know what you're getting yourself into. Like if you are aware that the person that you are having relations with has a family and kids and you are willing to break that up, then you have to take on those consequences.
yeah, okay, but from from the dad's side, it's like, hey family, are you here for me or you're not here for me? Like if you're here to support me,
I don't think
then
they are.
aren't you supporting any partner that I choose to be with?
I think they're only keeping a relationship with the dad because of Lucy.
No, not because of Lucy, because of OP.
Oh, sorry, because
Because
of
they
OP.
won't have a relationship with Lucy. So because of OP.
Yeah. Yeah,
So, and then the grandparents said, hey, we're willing to have a relationship with Lucy if you bring her,
yeah.
but don't bring your affair partner here. Like, oh, okay, so you'll
It is kind of a double standard.
you're willing to have a relationship with my kid that I made with my affair partner, but my affair partner is not allowed to come to Christmas, is not allowed to come with her own child.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like I can understand why the grandparents are behaving like this because that is their son. And you're going to see
Okay, but right. But it's their son. It's not the grandparents of his ex-wife. It's his grandparents. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm like, I don't know. I feel like maybe Laura is right where they are kind of petty and cruel.
They are petty. Like, I don't know. I could see honestly from all perspectives here.
Yeah.
I can see everybody feeling their feelings the way they are, and I can kind of agree with them. Um, I think this is kind of like sometimes it's okay to be an asshole, like for the grandparents. I don't know.
I'm conflicted here.
Me too.
I don't
Actually,
know.
I'm waffling hard.
The more that I think about it, I'm like, man, I don't know. Like, well,
Like you should have.
what Laura said it's not necessarily wrong.
Yeah, it does take two to tango. Obviously, like both of them had the affair, especially for the dad, actually, because he was the one who was married.
Yeah.
So
And if I had a kid, why would I let my kid go somewhere where I'm uninvited? Why would I
yeah,
why would I be okay with that? You know what I
yeah,
mean? Why would oh, it's okay for your kid to come but not you. It's like, okay, why would I want my kid to go into a negatively toxic environment that's negatively toxic against me?
yeah.
Why
Like,
would
what are they gonna be saying about me behind? Like, are they gonna be like rotting
Yeah,
your brain because of like their opinions on the dad?
I would think it's a fair chance to say that, hey, if I'm not invited, then they don't like me and they
Yeah,
might say negative things about me to my own child that I'm trying to raise.
yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, I don't know if Laura's the
I
bad
think.
guy that OP thinks that she is to me personally.
Well, I
From the
can
outside,
understand OP thinking
for
that Laura is
sure.
the bad guy
Like
because
you broke up
that
my
is the
parents.
villain in her story. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys broke up my parents and
Yeah.
my grandparents didn't forgive you.
No, that is completely understandable of OP. I think also the dad, which do we have a name for him? I just keep
Nope,
referring to
he's
him
just
as
the
the
dad.
dad. The dad also is kind of an asshole in this situation too because he's willing to have this relationship like with his grandparents knowing that his partner isn't
Right?
ever going to be accepted.
So, hypothetically, you're a person who you cheat on your partner
Mhm.
and you fall in love with somebody else. You create a new family with somebody else. You have a child with them. How do you continue to bring your first child to your parents and grandparents' house knowing that your grandparents, they're not okay with your other kid? How
Mhm.
are you okay with creating that divide
Yeah.
between your own kids of like, "Oh, I take my first kid to grandparents to get us all this stuff,
Honestly,
and I don't bring my second kid to my grandparents because of X situation." Like, I would think me if I was the dad, I'd be like, listen, if you don't want a relationship with my current wife and my new child, you don't get a relationship with
mhm.
one kid. You don't get to cherry pick the relationships
Yeah.
that you want to have. First kid would still have a relationship with her mom's side of the family, grandparents, if they're, if that is there. But
Mhm.
I would be like, I'd be torn. I'd be like, I gotta stand strong on my family. This is what yeah, I'm a piece of shit. I cheated, but this is what I chose for myself. This is now my new family.
You gotta
So
sleep in that bed, buddy.
maybe the dad's the
I think honestly, now that we've talked it through, I think he is the biggest asshole here.
for yeah, letting his
Everything,
parents
all of the problems are because of him.
they he lets his parents treat his new wife like that.
Exactly. And he also had like
He
the
did the
reason
affair
his
partner.
parents are hate Laura is because he cheated.
Exactly.
If they would have just gotten a divorce
Yep.
and then he proceeded with this new relationship, like this would have never happened.
Exactly. Dad's a
So
bad
I
guy.
blame him.
Bad guy. Top comment says, "Not the asshole. I sincerely hope Lucy starts asking to see them without her controlling, home-wrecking, selfish mom." Edit to add, obviously the dad has the most blame here for the affair and wrecking the family. I had no idea a quick response would raise an army of people thinking I'm a massive misogynistic because I didn't include something so obvious. Laura is trying to use a relationship with her daughter as a way to legitimize the relationship and weasel her way into acceptance by her husband's family.
Mm.
That didn't work. She is actively screwing her daughter out of financial support because she's mad her plot didn't work. If Dad hadn't been so spineless, he would have told Laura that instead of letting his daughter think her bio grandparents hate him, then hefting mad at OP when she dissolved the illusion.
That's actually such a good point. Like Laura is just concerned about like them being petty and like like it's all about her, but really like it's about your daughter. Like she could be getting financial gain from this relationship if you were to just succumb to their standards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's also maybe not the most ethical principle.
I
You're
Well,
basically
we've had
yeah, but
stories like this before where, like, we've argued, should you keep a relationship with somebody who is, furthering you financially?
yeah, and I feel like the conclusion of that was, yeah, ethically maybe you shouldn't, but financially, the real life, money rules everything. Because 30 seconds ago, we were just saying that, like, why would you want to let your kid go into an environment where you're hated,
Yeah,
where
okay.
you're hated on, and now you're like,
Forgot I said that.
well, if they can get some financial gain from it,
Yeah.
maybe it's fine if I let go of that, and I'm not worried about that, and I let them go. And I feel like that's the real life dilemma that we're forced to, like, cross because we're like, money is life. Money is everything
Money
for
makes the world
us.
go around.
Exactly. So at some point,
Yeah.
it's never black and white. It's like, what's the dollar value on it? So there is an edit to add from OP that says, just to clarify, one, no, my dad's family didn't immediately forgive him. For a long time, they only invited him to things if he brought me during his custody time. But time heals most things. That's like what you were saying. They only had a relationship with him for their grandchild.
Mhm.
They all still think he's a prick, but honestly, I'm sure they thought that before. No, they haven't totally cut him out because we're not that kind of family. But Laura was never family to start with.
Yeah.
So it's easier to never make her acquaintance than to cut out your blood relative that you've known for 40 years.
Yeah.
I think that's fairly obvious.
Exactly.
Two, I'm not mad that Laura set the boundary she did, and I'm not mad my parents got divorced. I got mad that Laura set a totally fair boundary that my dad went along with, not saying he's blameless, but he's just not the one actively complaining, and then tried to pretend that the consequences of said boundaries shouldn't have happened. If you don't want your kid around people who don't like you, understandable, why are you wanting that they're not around for your kid?
Yeah. I understand that as well.
Eh, I think I might be Team Laura. I don't know.
I'm waffling on this one. Okay,
I
but
don't know.
yeah, I'm also waffling on this one.
Consider me a frickin' blueberry waffle today, guys. No, not blueberry. Chocolate
Wait,
chip.
wasn't that like
Chocolate chip.
a
I think
sexual
that was the thing. Yeah,
a
no.
blue
I'm a banana chocolate chip. Egg
eggo
waffle.
waffle?
We got
We just bought those.
those may or may not be in our freezer.
Okay.
Over to you.
Thank you. Am I the asshole for enforcing basic boundaries on my daughter's sleepover? I, 42 male, have two kids living with me. My daughter Anya, 17 female, and my stepson Noah, 14 male. Noah's mom passed away a few years ago, and I've had full custody since. He's had a rough go of it, but he's a good kid with his quirks. He's not antisocial or shy, but he does not appreciate having his space invaded, and when very upset, he can kind of shut down. Anya is much more outgoing and has a lot of friends. She asked to have a sleepover this weekend with four of them. I said yes, of course, but given that the friends who were coming are pretty loud and have a tendency to crowd Noah, I told her to make sure they didn't go into her brother's room. Also, to keep things down after 11 so that the house can sleep. In my opinion, these are not strict rules. To my surprise, I came upstairs to check on them at around 10. They are 17. I didn't think I needed to check on them every hour or something. And they were in Noah's room. And they looked like they'd been there a while. Two were literally sitting on his bed with him there. One of them was flipping through his sketchbook. Another was messing with his other stuff, and they were all kind of giggling in this weird way. Noah was clearly upset. He didn't say anything or move, but there were tears in his eyes, and he didn't respond when I tried to talk to him. I told the girls to get out right then, and that I was calling every single one of their parents. Anya was pretty upset with me, but I told her that I gave her two rules, and they failed spectacularly. I did actually call all of their parents and sent them home as soon as possible. Anya blew up, saying I embarrassed her. I told her to go to her room and that we would speak on this in the morning. I spent about 20 minutes with Noah before he decided he wanted to cool down on his own, and I went back to my daughter, who chose not to speak with me. It's late, both of my kids are hopefully asleep, and I'm left not knowing if I handled this right. Am I the asshole?
I don't think so. I think you did what a parent should do. You set a rule, ground rule, leave him alone. Don't overwhelm him.
I
Let
think
him have his space. Listen, if I came by the room and Noah was like, "Oh, no worry, we're just hanging out," like he was having fun, he was enjoying it. He invited them into
if he
the
invited them in,
room.
I think it would be
Yeah,
different.
he wouldn't be sitting there looking like he's crying and not responding when his dad asked him something.
I think
So it all depends on Noah's boundaries. Clearly, his daughter crossed over the stepson's boundary with her
yes.
friends,
Such
and
a weird dynamic here? Like, I feel like this is so weird to me. Like, 17-year-old girls, like, going to, like, poke around in your 14-year-old brother's room. Like, why? At 17, like, I remember when I was 17 and I was not this dumb and weird.
Yeah.
Like, I just think that this is something I would expect from, like, a 12-year-old, not a 17-year-old.
I feel like 17-year-olds still dumb.
I mean, okay, maybe
Pretty sure I was dumb at 17.
I don't think I was.
Dumb. I
I'm
was.
not gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie, I did some dumb shit.
I feel like I kind of grew up fast, though. I don't know, but I do think, like, most 17-year-olds are, like, should know better.
They should. You would think they would, but
Yeah.
guess not.
I think this is a situation where, like, because he explicitly said, "Don't do this," they
Yep.
wanna do it. It's like, okay.
Yeah, like if if they'd come over and it wasn't like a known thing and they're just like, yeah, have fun. And then I came through the bedroom and they're bugging him. Like, okay, guys, let's leave Noah alone. Boom, boom, boom. Go back to your room. Pull my daughter aside. Like, hey, he doesn't like this. Make sure you guys stay away from him for the rest of the night. Then I wouldn't like kick them out. Be like, because I didn't explicitly said it. But like I literally gave you 2 rules
Yeah.
and you broke one of them.
Yeah.
So now your sleepover is over.
Yeah, they did it purposefully, and, it's like when someone tells you to
Not
not
to
think
do
about a
something.
purple elephant, you're gonna think about a purple elephant.
Now I'm thinking about a purple elephant.
Exactly.
Why not a blue elephant? Where's our
It's blue.
elephant's blue?
Yeah.
Why would you say purple?
I
The
don't know.
squirrel's purple.
But yeah, sometimes it's just like when you're told not to do something, you wanna do it more
Yeah.
in spite of that person.
Yeah. Don't stick your tongue on that cold pole outside in the field.
Yeah.
You'll regret it. Trust me. You will.
But no, Anya, she has to reap those consequences
You
because
made your bed, you little bitch.
you did, and yeah, that, like, it's you to blame because whose idea was it? Probably yours. I doubt your friends were like, "Oh, let's go bother Noah."
No, maybe. I don't know. I feel like as a friend, you're curious about your other friend's siblings. So I could see it being like led by the friends and she's like, oh, maybe. Or I could see it go both ways.
It's still her responsibility to say yes or no and
Yeah.
allow them to do that.
I just remember when I went over to a friend's house and they had siblings. I was like, yo, what's your brother's room look like? I've done that. I've said that. So
See, but I think that's something like
instigated.
at like 12 to 14 years old, not at 17.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a very like tween age.
I would agree. Early tween.
Yeah.
Early
This is
tween age
not
thing
a
to do.
17-year-old.
Maybe there's a bunch of bullies.
Yeah.
Because they said they were flipping through his sketchbook and playing with his things.
Yeah. That's weird.
Also, like, did you give Noah a lock on his door? Did he have a chance to keep these psychopaths out of his room?
I just feel like he shouldn't need to. Like, he trusted his daughter to respect these boundaries and she broke them. Like, now, though, there will probably be consequences. Like, well,
Straight to jail.
yeah, I guess having a lock could probably benefit Noah. It doesn't really hurt him. I think it could benefit him.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Top comment here says, you handle things perfectly okay. You set very reasonable rules and your daughter decided to not care and upset Noah. I'll ground her. She doesn't care to have embarrassed Noah, but she sure cares that she couldn't get her way. What was she expecting after she broke the rules?
For sure. And I'm probably sure there's a dynamic here of
Step-sibling relations. Yeah.
And the hardest part is like, bro, Noah is basically his kid. I, 42 male, have 2 kids with me. My daughter and my stepson, Noah. Noah's mom passed away a few years ago.
Yeah.
So that means he's not even Noah's biological dad, but he has custody of Noah because he was with his Noah's mom for a while and then she passed away. So
yeah,
kids already going through it.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
There's definitely going to be some stepkid dynamic there, but it's way different because Noah doesn't even have his mom to like stand up for him
For sure.
in that normal stepkid dynamic.
Agreed. That's sad.
Yeah.
I feel like he could probably benefit from therapy if he's not in it.
Who couldn't?
Right.
Right.
All right. Back to you.
Am I the asshole for going through the hidden content in my boyfriend's phone?
Oh.
My boyfriend, 22, and I, 23, Had been together for a few months. We met while traveling through mutual friends and immediately liked each other. He asked me to be his girlfriend and put a lot of effort into being with me. On September 1st, I flew to see him after a month apart. The first couple of days were wonderful. We went grocery shopping, he cooked me breakfast, we walked at night, and we talked about our dreams. He gave me his old iPhone to borrow because I was thinking of buying a new one. On the second day, I reminded him to bring the phone while he ran errands. We tried to reset it, but there was a delay due to security checks. He left again to run errands for 30 minutes and gave me the password. While it was charging, I took a photo of the coffee I was drinking, and I got curious when I looked through the empty gallery. So I clicked on the hidden folder and found nude photos and videos of him with other people. I was shocked. There was one video that really upset me because it seemed someone was being filmed without clear consent.
Oh.
When he came back, I tried to act normal, but he noticed something was off. I told him what I had seen. He said that accessing those photos crossed a serious boundary, broke his trust, and that it could have legal consequences. I was upset and asked him to show me his main phone to make sure there was nothing else, but he didn't. The content was from before we met. He had told me he had issues with porn in the past, but that had stopped before we met. He said the person in the video knew that they were being filmed. I felt guilty and blamed myself for being curious. The next day, he said he needed time to process everything and asked me not to go on a work trip with him. I understood and apologized again. Later, we met briefly to exchange some items, and he told me that he couldn't be with someone he couldn't trust and that we needed to break up. I apologized repeatedly, said I would never do something like this again, and that I regretted it deeply. He said this decision was final, asked if I wanted a hug, and then left. I sent him a message saying that I loved him,
Mm.
that trust can be rebuilt if both people want it, and that relationships are about facing problems together, forgiving, and fighting for each other if the person is worth it. He replied that my actions were a serious breach of privacy and that I'm the problem, and he couldn't be with someone who disrespected him, and there was no chance of getting back together. He said this should be a lesson for future relationships. We had been together for only 2.5 months, but it felt intense. We have talked about marriage, moving in together, traveling, and my family and his knows about us. I feel heartbroken and guilty. Am I the asshole?
Ooh.
Also, how can I make amends and get back together? I apologize a lot. He said not to message him again unless it's platonic as friends.
Then do just that. You, it's over. Like, you have to accept that.
You done?
You did breach privacy. You broke trust. And honestly, 2.5 months is not enough time for someone to like want to work through that. Like, I just feel like, okay, maybe if you're like 7 years in
Yeah.
and you do something that breaks trust, like, okay, maybe both parties want to work through that. But like 2.5 months, like that's a red flag for you to have like these serious issues so early
It's
on.
early.
So no. My recommendation is to leave him alone and move on. I'm sorry, I don't think there's any getting back with him. He explicitly said, "Do not contact me again." I think that
Right?
is a clear enough statement that you should just follow and accept.
Yep.
Um I find it actually kind of crazy how far she leaped though. Because or leapt.
Eh,
Leapt. Because no, she was like, it looked like the person in the video didn't have consent of being filmed.
yeah.
How can you come to that conclusion?
Well, in my head, I'm envisioning like someone's like undressing farther away and like the phone is like poked behind like a wall, you know what I mean? Like you could see, it's clear to see like what's being done and whether the person is like the camera's far away. It looks like the person doesn't know they're being filmed.
In my head, I think she like wanted to find something wrong. I think she was like self-sabotaging here a little bit. Like she went looking in his hidden folder. Why are you doing that, first of all?
Yeah.
I get curiosity and everything, but like hidden folder, like what do you think you're gonna find there? Like obviously it's gonna be explicit stuff.
Yeah, top comment says massive invasion of privacy super early into a relationship. More mature than most for breaking up before this went further. You're the asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a hidden folder for a reason, but he did give her the password to the phone. So if the password to the hidden folder was the same, Where's the line?
I don't know. I don't think this is right.
Okay.
Yeah. You think that what she did was okay?
I don't know, but I need to see your phone now, and I'd like to see the hidden folder. Thank you. She's bluffing, guys. Watch. I'm gonna get into that, and she's gonna ask for it back soon.
Why would I ask her back? We're married.
Bluffing, because that was
We're literally married.
Because handing it to me so easily like that had to be a bluff. No way. That was just.
You know what's in there.
I have no idea what's in here. Oh, wedding dress photos.
Yeah, there's my wedding dress.
They're all wedding dress photos. Nice. I approve. The second top comment says, quote, "How can I make amends and get back together? I apologize a lot. He said not to message him again unless it's platonic as friends." Person says, "You're the asshole. He doesn't want to be with you, so leave him alone. You can apologize until you're blue in the face. It's not going to change his mind. He feels that he can't trust you, so he won't ever feel secure with you. You went through his phone and then demanded to see his current phone. You don't get to demand something like that. He's absolutely right. I hope you learn something and use it in your next relationship."
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Also, like, I don't think you actually love him. I don't know.
Bro, no, you love the idea of him.
Yeah, I think it's just like emotions are running so high right now. Like, you're very much in the honeymoon phase, and like
Yep.
everything is like
She also
rainbows and sunshines.
Yep. She also says, "We have talked about marriage, moving in together, traveling.
That's way too
and
early, in my opinion.
Mine and his family know about us."
I mean, that's fine.
No. It's that just tells me it's like you love the idea of him. Like, oh, our family already knows. We've talked about this. We've talked about that. You love the idea of your relationship with him. You don't necessarily love him.
I agree. Yeah, I think you're gonna honestly get over this pretty fast if you try.
And I thought saying I love you at 6 months was early.
You didn't say it at 6 months, remember that?
But I thought it was early that you said it to me.
Oh, okay.
She said 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Is that real love or is that infatuation?
It's not infatuation.
What's that word that I'm looking for?
Infatuation.
Is that not what I said?
You said in fact. In fact.
You're in fact beautiful.
You're too good to me.
All right, back to you.
All right. My boyfriend, 25 male, won't ask for my hand, and my dad, male 48, is staging a family boycott at my wedding. Is my boyfriend being selfish?
Oh, snap.
This is originally from 2014.
Oh, shit.
What?
Bro, like he didn't ask the dad. Now the dad's pissed. Pissed. Oh my God. The dad's like, fuck around, find out, bud.
I've been with my boyfriend, male 25, for 3 years. We both just finished school and are finally ready for a marriage. He proposed last week and I happily said yes. I could not be happier. I love him and he is going to be an awesome dad someday. But my boyfriend is very new school and my dad is kind of old school. My dad was beyond mad that my boyfriend did not ask my dad for my hand before proposing. My dad said he was willing to hear my boyfriend's apology if my boyfriend formally asks for my hand at a dinner that my dad said he will pay for at a restaurant of my boyfriend's choosing. My dad feels like he is being very accommodating. He will bring my boyfriend's favorite wine to celebrate. I spoke to my boyfriend last night and he won't budge. He doesn't believe in that tradition. My boyfriend showed me an article online where a Pakistani woman was stoned to death outside a courthouse because she married a man against her family's wishes. This just happened. My boyfriend, who witnessed his father be abusive and possessive with his mom as a child, has always felt strongly that women are not property. He thinks the tradition of asking for her hand is repulsive. His point is that he's met my whole family and gotten to know them. He knows they have always known his intentions, and he never made it a secret that he was in love with me and wanted to marry me and have children. He feels that he has done enough to announce his intentions, and all of them seem to approve of him. He says that at this point, he only needs my approval to marry him and nobody else's. So yesterday, my mom told me that my dad, who is not even speaking to me because I won't set my foot down with my boyfriend, is calling the whole family and telling them not to attend my wedding. My mom says that my boyfriend is the one treating me like property by not letting me have a say in this decision, and his decision to not observe a tradition that my 2 older sisters' husbands observed. I told my mother that I understand where my boyfriend is coming from and that I have decided to do away with the tradition of him asking for my hand. So my mother is obviously mad and said that I should be ready for serious consequences. I asked her what and she would not say. But from talking to my sister, she said that they would blackball us from all family gatherings. My 2 sisters and my mom have told me my boyfriend is being selfish. The wedding is set for August 9th. I'm worried that nobody in my family will attend my wedding.
Fuck your family. Fuck the fuck around and find out. I regret saying that. Fuck
Mm.
these people. Okay. I'm on their side. One, she has made it clear that she is okay with this. Like, that's all that matters. And I can understand why he's not old school, why he is like, yeah, I'm actually going against that
This is
because
like a
you're,
very progressive outlook
yeah,
on life. So I do kind of agree with that sentiment. Honestly,
I'm
like
here for it.
if it wasn't for like my dad wanting it, I don't think I would have wanted you. Like if my dad wasn't very old school as well, I don't really agree with it. Like
Well,
if we were to
no,
have a kid,
there's a difference though between this and like your family. Like, I didn't ask for your hand in marriage. I didn't ask your dad for permission to marry you.
mm,
From what
did you?
no, when I talked to your dad, it was more of like I was more of letting him know, hey, I have a ring. I'm going to propose. It was much more of a conversation.
Mm,
I don't think I actually uttered the words, can I marry your daughter?
mm,
I told him how much I loved you, how much you meant to me, what my plan was, the ring and all of that. It wasn't oh, can I have permission,
mm-hmm.
sir, type of conversation, which it sounds like that's what the dad wants. He wants to say yes or no. He wants to gatekeep his daughter in a
Yeah, as like a
sense
property.
as a property,
This is like
as a
very much like
possession.
1800s. Like you're
Exactly.
selling your daughter
Like,
to the
how many
the
sheep do I
highest
need to
bidder.
give you to
Yeah.
propose to your daughter type of thing. So I like the fact that the boyfriend was like, no, you're not my property. I don't need to ask somebody for permission to take you from them. If you want to marry me, then that's you. Now, and then but this all comes down to OP. She says, I'm not requiring my boyfriend to have to ask this from my dad. Her opinion, the only one that matters.
I agree.
That's the only thing. If
I
she was like,
agree.
no, I need you to ask my dad, it's very important to me,
Yes.
then okay, the boyfriend,
I
fiance
think he should probably do that.
should do it.
Agreed. If that mattered to her. But she's on his side.
Yeah. I think it's such a crazier dynamic than what we're used to, right?
Yeah.
Just with our culture of, you're Italian growing up, I'm just a white mutt Canadian, from a fucking horse farm. So that the culture is just so much more different where I don't know if Chris asked my dad. I don't know if Dennis asked my dad, but I know for my dad, it's not like you need to
Yeah.
ask. It's more of like, oh, thank you for the heads up.
Yes.
I appreciate the heads up of letting me know, you're taking it to the next step, not no, you need to have my permission. You know what I mean? And if I say no, this isn't happening. I feel like that's a much stronger, from what they're saying, like in that culture where it's a much bigger ask. The fact that they're willing to blackball the whole family
That's
because
so
you didn't
insane.
do it, because they didn't do it. Just
They're calling up their aunts and
Yeah.
uncles being like, don't go to this wedding because he didn't ask me.
that just shows how much more important
That
it
is
is
so
in the culture.
controlling.
And that, it's
Disgusting.
I don't like it. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. So I like what I like what the boyfriend is doing.
Honestly, I really do value that perspective because I think like men also do kind of still tend to see it as like an exchange, like an object exchange, kind of, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
not though.
a lot of men probably don't align with his perspective.
No.
It is definitely more of the progressive outlook.
Yeah,
which
for sure.
I can appreciate.
Yeah. That's tough though, because like you're losing your whole village apparently. But like at the same time, like if that's what they're
demanding of you,
yeah,
like,
if this
bye.
means so much to you that this must be done and you can't love me because it didn't happen and you can't accept something else, then like maybe I don't want you in my life. Like,
exactly.
that's
Good
the way that I've
riddance.
always rolled. Good riddance. Like if this is such a huge thing for you, or you feel like I'm your fucking possession, where you need my new boyfriend or my soon to be husband to have your permission to do it, and you're willing to like call the family, anybody who doesn't show up, okay, cool, don't show up then.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't like You better commit to it because once I catch wind of that, you're getting removed from the guest list.
Exactly. Security.
Scaredy.
Call the cops. All right. Edit says, I'm getting some comments about my boyfriend asking for my parents' blessing instead of permission or hand. I just can't see the difference. There might be one, but I don't see it. Is there a big difference?
Well, I think that's what I was trying to
Oh,
say. Like,
yeah.
when I had the conversation with your dad, it wasn't, I'm asking permission, I'm asking for the hand. It wasn't, I don't even know if it was really like, I'm asking for your blessing. It's more of like, hey, I want to like let you know what my plans are. I want you to know how much I love your daughter. I want you to know how happy she makes me, how much, we feel like we belong together. So I don't know, but at this point, even if the boyfriend asks for the blessing, whatever, no, there's one thing that the dad has in mind that he needs to do, and if he doesn't
Hmm.
execute that exact criteria, you're done.
Yeah. Top comment here says, quote, my dad feels like he is being very accommodating. No, both he and your mother are being controlling, and they're attempting to make you choose between your fiance and them. Choose your fiance. Otherwise, you're setting precedent for this type of behavior / interference for the rest of your marriage.
Absolutely.
There's a relevant comment from OP that says, thanks for the congrats and comment. I was just thinking as I read some comments here. One comment said that my parents should not have staged the boycott either way. So maybe the boycott signals something more than just my father wanting to be included in some way. I don't know. I'm now worried that the boycott and calling out my relatives signals more controlling issues that my dad has that I never noticed before. My two older sisters had no problems with their wedding because they did everything the way my dad liked. So I'm scared now that maybe my boyfriend is right, that it's not just a tradition.
Right.
So there's an update that comes 2 years later. All right, so the update comes 2 years later. My wedding went on as planned. My parents stuck to their guns and boycotted.
Fuck you.
One of my two sisters attended and is now happily blacklisted from our family. Nobody else from my entire family showed up, including my two brothers.
Wow.
The wedding was a little unconventional. My sister walked my husband down the aisle, and then his sister walked me down the aisle. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
I wanted this because my sister-in-law actually introduced us and helped me get my first date with him. There was no question about who gives away the bride or even about objections.
That's another thing too. I feel like if you're asking for permission, it's like you need my permission for me to walk her down. It's like another thing of like walking them
Giving
down, like you're giving
away.
away your possession. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It was normal other than that. There has been no contact between me and my family other than my one sister. My mother has made it a point to send me a card every time they have a family gathering for holidays or birthdays at their house to let me know that my father says I'm not invited. I get one almost every month.
Bro, I start sending them back. Be like, hey, just so you know, I'm having a birthday here. You're not invited.
That's
Don't
crazy
show up.
behavior.
Don't show up.
I don't even read them anymore. I just toss them. I don't know why they keep sending them because I've made no effort to contact them and I live over 3 hours away, so it's not like I will run into them by accident. The reason I came back to post this here is because some people here made a prediction that came true, that they would come crawling back when we had children.
Mm-hmm.
I am now expecting our first child, a girl. She will be the first grandchild for my parents. My parents found out about the pregnancy a few months ago through a family friend. They didn't waste any time in making demands, not requests, demands. My boyfriend and I are not religious, but I had a Catholic upbringing. I don't practice at all by choice. My mother called me back in April telling me that my father wanted our daughter's middle name to be his mother's first name. I said no. My father was listening in on speaker, so I went ahead and told them that they were officially uninvited from all birthdays, graduations, and any other important dates in her life. My father had called me half an hour later, crying and begging me to come stay with them for the birth so my mother could care for me. I said no.
Made your bed, bro.
He also said that he had already made arrangements for his priest to baptize her at his church, but that I needed to agree to naming her after his mother if I wanted this to happen. He said he'd already planned a big celebration for the birth and the baptism that he was paying for. I said no to all of it. He went from meekly trying to sweet talk me to raising his voice at me, and I hung up.
Let's go.
He called a couple more times to apologize for losing his temper and again begged me to reconsider giving birth at a hospital near them so they can visit. He denied having any knowledge of my mother sending me cards to uninvite us to family functions and even said that he specifically asked her to invite us, but he was told I declined every time. He lets my mom do the dirty work so he can later hide behind her and deny he had any knowledge. He's done this since I was a little girl. He does this every time he wants to drop the hammer on somebody, but be the good cop also. He's never changed.
Gross.
He denied having any knowledge of why anybody in the family missed my wedding. I told him our daughter would not be baptized or Catholic at all. No offense to Catholics. I told him he was too manipulative and controlling, and I didn't want my daughter exposed to that. He's too toxic and just venomous. Coincidentally, the day and for several days after that phone call, I got tons of calls and emails from my brothers, their wives, my sister, and all my aunts. They all wanted to apologize for missing my wedding and had all specific excuses and wanted to make plans to be there for my daughter's birth. I banned them all from her life until she's old enough to decide for herself to let them in. My husband was a little surprised and not sure about banning everyone forever. He's more leaning towards supervised visits if they do want to drive to us. My dad has been calling him like crazy, and we are a united front. My husband is deferring to me but giving me ideas to how I can give a little if I decide to. But with my family, there's no giving a little. They want it all. For now, they're all banned. I will reconsider when the youngest of our children turns 18. For now, my dad will have to settle for sucking up to my husband while I stick to my guns. Unlike him, I don't mind owning my decisions, even if it means I'm the bad cop. I'm not ready to give up a relatively drama-free, stress-free life to allow my dad and all his sheep back into our lives.
That's right. He made his bed and he gets to sleep in it. Applause. Let's
Applause.
go. You don't want to come around for the wedding? Then fuck around, find out, buddy. You ain't getting the kids. I would be sending my mom fucking postcards every kid's birthday, every single thing. Hey,
Here's
just
what you're
wanted
missing
you
out
to
on.
know, third birthday. This is the theme and everything. Don't show up. You're not invited. Like, come on.
Yeah, I love it. Like, just be as petty as that. Like, that is, your mom is bullying you. That is a literal bully.
Bro,
She's sending you postcards and being like,
don't show up.
you're not invited.
And then the dad hiding behind it like, oh, I didn't know.
I
Your
didn't
mom was
know.
doing that.
I highly doubt that, brother.
Right, bro. Yeah, right. Also, there's the part at the beginning in the first story. He's like, I'll pay for the dinner. I'll pay for the restaurant. I'll bring your boyfriend's favorite wine to celebrate as long as he asks me for your hand.
He's
as long as I
making
give him
himself
permission.
seem like
And
this
he
really
thinks he
great
can-
person.
He thinks he can throw money at it. But then he says, I made arrangement for the priest, as long as you name it this way and like the baptism and I'll
That's
pay
my favorite
for it
part.
and stuff.
He's like, as long as you name him by my mother's name, as long as you name her by my mother's name, then I will throw this big party for you and baptize her from my priest. Dude, I don't want any of that. I don't even want a baptism.
Yeah.
Did you not hear me?
Exactly.
And no, I don't want to name him. I keep saying him.
Her.
Name her after your mother. Like,
Don't even.
Are you so fucking delusional?
Goddamn. Damn. I love it. I love this. He made his bed.
Satisfying ending. Oh my gosh.
Even the husband's like, well, are you sure we want to cut him out for this long? And the wife's like, yeah, fuck it, I do. I'm down. I'm game.
Yeah.
I'm in. Fuck that.
Period.
Also, she says right at the bottom, she's like, I don't mind owning my decision means I'm a bad cop. I'm not ready to give up a relatively drama-free, stress-free life to allow my dad and his sheep back in. Bro, it is like, I would have to think, like, just from my own experiences, like with my own family and stuff, like it can be so stress-free not to have your family, especially her family sounds like nightmare. Like, need to do this, is everything, so many demands and stuff. It's got to be so stress-free.
Exhausting.
Exhausting to deal with her family, but like not having her family for the last 2 years, she probably realized like how stress-free it is, right?
Yeah.
So like you go your whole life, you're raised with your family, your mom has this opinions, even when you're dating your fiance, boyfriend at the time, your parents still say this, they say that, they have all their opinions. You want to talk now, come over on this weekend, and then it just stops. You fucking cold turkey out of nowhere. You stop seeing your parents, you stop seeing your cousins, your brothers and sisters, and then you realize, hey, I'm only associating myself with the people that I want to, and you withdraw a little bit, you become a little bit of a turtle, you get inside your shell, you watch some more Netflix, and you chill out in your own house. Maybe you go on more dates with your now husband, fiance, because you're not spending as much time with family, and then you're like, shit, man, life's good.
Life is good. Yeah.
Life's peaceful.
You're not constantly in that like
I don't have
fight or
drama.
flight state of mind, trying to
Yeah.
please your parents all the time. Like,
And I would think because of the way that their family dynamic, like this could be a bit of a stretch here, but I would think like, okay, if something like this came up, I'm just thinking of like, you're coming over for Sunday dinner, the conversations at Sunday dinner. I would think that they're probably disagreeing a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she's probably trying to talk about something like, oh, I saw this over here, whatever. And like, she probably has like big family, probably someone that's disagreeing with her, and, like, simple
Constantly.
conversations are, like,
Yeah.
turning into, like, an argument and a headache.
Yeah.
And then you cut all that out in your life for 2 years, you're like, "Man, it's been so peaceful.
100%.
I haven't
Yeah.
had to deal with anything. It's been so nice. I haven't left a family giving being like, 'Fucking Terry, man, what the hell was he going on about? I had enough
Terry.
of fucking Terry tonight.'"
Yeah.
You just got peace.
Bliss. Just
Yeah.
pure bliss.
Yeah.
And that feeling could definitely become addicting. And why would you want to go back to that
Yeah.
toxic lifestyle? Like,
Exactly.
I don't see
Why would I want to invite headaches into my life? Like,
exactly.
I don't know about you, but my life's been smooth.
Yeah.
It has been gliding across ice. It's been great.
Yeah. 100%. A downvoted commenter says he should have done just such a small task and asked, like to make peace. Geez. I mean, really pushing your family away for such a stupid reason on their side and yours. OP replies, but that's the thing. After that one small task, they would want to name my daughter, another small task. Then they would ask I go have a baby near them, another small task. Then have her baptized by their priest. Then they pick their school. Then they make life decisions for her like they tried with me and my siblings, all small tasks.
Yeah, yeah, just
Exactly.
one after another after another. And you would think, okay, like, let's play devil's advocate. Let's be on the parent's side. Hey, okay, I really wanted my daughter's fiance to ask for my hand in marriage, and they didn't. And I thought, you know what? It's going to be the right thing to boycott their wedding, show them that I'm serious. Oh, fuck. It's been 2 years. I have no relationship with my daughter. It sucked. I miss my daughter. Oh shit, she's pregnant now. I'm having a grandkid. How do I reconcile with my daughter? How do I bring my daughter back into my life? How do I show her that I'm sorry?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, let's just send a gift or something. Start out with an
Baby
apology.
steps.
Baby steps, small things like congratulations. I heard you're getting married. I'm thinking about you a lot. I'm so sorry. No, I'm going to go in deep with, hey, you need to name the baby that I want to be named. Like, yeah, that's going to get her to come back into the family.
And if you do that, I will get my priest to baptize your child, even though you don't want them baptized.
Yeah. Like, you didn't learn anything over the last 2 years.
No, they won't change.
They never do.
All right.
Back to me.
Yes.
Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend if he doesn't propose before the end of this year, I will start planning my future without him? I, 36 female, have been with my boyfriend, 36 male, for 5 years. When we started dating, I expressed to him that I wanted to grow together and was dating to marry. He said he was more slow-paced with everything that he does, and if we made it to 5 years together, he'd feel comfortable proposing. We talked about this throughout the relationship, so this was well established, and we both agreed even though 5 years seemed a bit too long for me, I was understanding of him because his last relationship, which ended 2 years before we met, he had bought a ring and she dumped him. Fast forward to now, we've been together all these years, and in that time, we even had a child together. Yet, he's still never proposed. I brought it up earlier this year how it's our 5th anniversary together, and I would really like us to take the next step forward in our commitment and get engaged by the end of the year on our anniversary. He started telling me how he doesn't see the point and doesn't believe in marriage anymore because it's just a piece of paper and there's no need to get the government involved. I told him that wasn't the point, and this was about the expression of our devotion to one another and solidifying ourselves as a family. I offered we could do a different type of ceremony where we didn't have to even involve the government because this was not about that to me. He kept making excuses, and I asked him where does he want to be in the next couple of years, and he said he just thinks about day to day. I told him if he doesn't get it together and propose by the end of the year, that I will have to reevaluate his role in my life and make future plans that don't include him since he is showing me that he doesn't want to be included. He said that I'm the asshole for forcing him to propose and that he doesn't want to. I told him that's fine and he doesn't have to, but that I also don't have to sit around waiting for him and wasting my time on someone who doesn't want to grow old with me and do life together, marriage, family, etc.
I hate this. Uh, I don't understand this. And sorry, if you are someone who doesn't believe in marriage, if you're young and you don't believe in marriage, I don't understand you. If you've been through a divorce and you don't want to get remarried, I can understand that. But these type of people, like, they don't wanna get the government involved. It just sounds very, like, a conspiracy theorist, like, "What do you think is gonna happen? What are you" What? What's
I
your face for?
I love you so much, I'm gonna get the government involved so you can never leave me.
Are you saying it, like, on the opposite end?
It's like a joke. It's like, I
Oh.
love you so much, I'm gonna get the government involved. So we'll link ourselves together.
I mean, that's the argument against marriage.
No, it's
What you're
just I'm
saying.
just it's just a joke.
Okay. Haha. I never get your jokes.
Fuck.
Anyways, I just, like, I don't, and it's always men who are like, I don't believe in marriage. I don't wanna get the government involved." Dude, like, what are you bringing to the table that is gonna be so much more beneficial for the girl rather than the boy? Like, I just feel like men have the fucking audacity to think that, like, if it were to end up in divorce or something, like, the woman would get, would, like, reap the benefits of, like, him. Dude, most of the time, it's, like, those types of people that are, like, have nothing to bring to the table. I'm obviously very much generalizing and making a lot of assumptions here, but we've had a couple of these stories where it's like they don't want it, like the man does. Like, we had it like a couple weeks ago where the guy was like, "Oh, if you want to get married, you better find someone else."
Don't bother consulting me about it, just do it.
Just do it. Like, okay, fucking peace out. Like, I don't understand it. I really don't. You're a conspiracy theorist to me. Like, you don't want to get the government involved. Okay, you're weird. You're weird, and I'm judging you.
She's going off right
No.
now.
It's built up resentment, not resentment, but just opinions, I guess.
Okay, question for you. If it's so important for her to get married, she wants to get married, he doesn't, so important for her, why doesn't she propose?
Come on, dude. Don't do that. Don't do Your smirk is pissing me off. No.
Listen, I get the whole thing. We've been through it. I proposed, I made a joke a bunch of times. There's a little bit in me that, like, come on, it's 2025. Why is it always the guy that needs to propose? Like, why is that the tradition?
I will
I
not.
love how we're so progressive. we're living 2025. We don't live by the old standards. We don't do things the old way. We just do things our way. We're so
Yeah, that's one thing I can't get behind.
I had to propose. That was a non-negotiable.
For me, honestly, I'm gonna be like really real and vulnerable. I think that kind of like sets, because it's not normalized. I care too much about what people think. And I think if I were to propose to you, everybody would have the wrong opinion about us.
Oh, okay.
That's not something that I could live with.
No.
Thinking or just having those judgments on our relationship. I don't actually have a problem with like proposing to you.
Oh.
I mean, we're already married. If it were not if you didn't tell a soul.
Oh, wow. I was gonna say you had like a year and a half opportunity to like do it after I did it.
Yeah.
You could have come up with something.
I did think about it, but I couldn't do it. I'm really sorry.
I asked for it.
I know you did.
Would have been nice.
Yeah, but like I said,
Couldn't go there.
I can't do that. Maybe in another life, but not this one.
I love how we're so like fuck traditions, don't worry about what's happened in the past, misogyny, feminism, fucking fuck the patriarchy, it's just so much like against all of that. Should be like, nope, you still get down on your knee. We're still getting married. But I'm also like, hey, I still really want you to have my last name. And like,
yeah. And that's
like
something that, like the feminist in me is like, fuck.
Yeah.
Don't want to, but I'll do it for you.
Yeah, and the feminist in me is like, fuck, I don't want to propose, but I'll do it.
That's the feminist in you?
Does that make sense?
No.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, I guess it is, actually.
Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Top comment. He doesn't want to marry you. You're asking for a ring that he doesn't want to give. You're asking for a marriage that he doesn't want. Marriage is a too enthusiastic yes convo, not an ultimatum. Get your ducks in a row and start planning your life without him and a co-parenting plan.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. There's a part here says, marriage is a too enthusiastic yes convo, not an ultimatum.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there a show called
The
The
ultimatum.
Ultimatum? Marry or move on. Isn't that the show that Teresa loves to
Yes,
watch?
but I love to watch it because it's so toxic and unrelatable. I live for the drama.
And I remember thinking, is that not the stupidest freaking show?
And I agree with you.
Because, bro, your fucking relationship got some issues if you're taking
I
it
agree.
to this shit to marry or not. That's fucked.
I think it's probably mostly fake,
Probably.
but
Yeah.
it's still fun to watch.
Jeez. There's an edit that says, when we first had the talk about marriage in the beginning of our relationship, he expressed wanting to be married and wanting to take his time to be sure we'd last because he didn't want to be left eventually if things didn't work out. He would bring up marriage, buying a house, etc. fairly often over the years, and it's only now he's done a 180 saying he doesn't believe in marriage. Hey man, maybe he read a freaking bad article in the thing about people getting fucking dicked over divorces.
But that's what I mean. I think men have this this negative connotation around marriage because they get fucked. That's literally not the case anymore.
Are we sure?
Men and women both work now. You need both parties in the household to work in order to be afloat. Put food on the table.
Pretty much, yeah. Kind of pretty much.
That that's just it's not the case anymore, or
I would do, yeah, I think
it's not common anymore where it's just the man that's working.
I think it has shifted a bit, right? Because when the last generation of divorces and stuff, it was much more common for the guy to work and provide, and the mom was always a stay-at-home mom. And then, the relationship would separate because he's fucking his secretary at work because he sees her 40 hours a week, and sees her more than he sees his own wife at home. And the wife, fall in love with the swim coach or something. And they end up getting a divorce. And then the guy gets fucked. He gets fucking dicked because he was the one working. No, because he was working and she wasn't. An affair? She had an affair too. They both had an affair at the same time. She was sleeping with the pool boy. She was sleeping with the pool boy. He was sleeping with the secretary.
Okay.
But like you said, now, in order to stay afloat in 2025, everybody's got to be having a job. You can't freaking make $50K a year and buy a house and survive and stuff. You need 2 household incomes.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe divorces are more fair nowadays.
Okay.
I don't know. There could be some logic to what you're saying.
There is.
Right.
I'm not just talking out of my ass.
Yeah, because you never do that.
Calling me out. All right.
Back to you.
Me. My 28 female boyfriend, 30 male, secretly invited his parents to move into our house without telling me. So I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years, living together for almost 2. We bought a house together last year. We had a lot of talks beforehand about boundaries, financial planning, and how important it was for both of us to feel like this was our space. Last week, boyfriend casually mentioned that his parents might stay with us for a while. I assumed he meant a week or 2, maybe up to a month. Fine. They live out of state, and I know they've been struggling financially, so I didn't think too much of it. Well, I found out yesterday, from mother-in-law, not even from my boyfriend, that the plan isn't just a visit. Boyfriend apparently told them they could move in with us indefinitely. As in, they've already sold their place and are arriving next weekend with a moving truck. I was stunned. I confronted boyfriend immediately, and he acted like it wasn't a big deal. He said, "They're my parents. Of course they have a place here." When I told him that a permanent arrangement was never discussed and that I didn't consent to it, he got defensive. He said I was being cold and ungrateful and accused me of hating his family. For context, I don't hate his parents. Mother-in-law and father-in-law are fine in small doses, but they're very traditional and openly critical of me for not being wife material. We're not married, and I have no plans to quit my career. Mother-in-law has made comments about how she'd love to help raise kids. We don't want children right now. Father-in-law is the kind of guy who thinks women belong in the kitchen. So the idea of them living with us full-time is challenging. I feel completely betrayed. Boyfriend made a massive, life-altering decision without my input, one that directly impacts our home. He keeps brushing it off like I'm overreacting. I don't even know how to come back from this. How should we deal with this?
Yeah, they do not sound like they are good in small doses at all. Like, oh, you're not wife material because you're not going to be a career. And, oh, I'd love to help raise the kids. We don't have kids.
We
I'm
don't want
not
kids.
fucking pregnant. What? Father is the kind of guy who thinks women belong in the kitchen. I couldn't even handle that in small doses. I don't know. And the idea of them living full time with us is challenging. Great verbiage there. Challenging, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Challenging,
To
yes.
say the least.
How should
So
we deal with
How
this?
should they deal with this?
Bro.
What's your expert opinion?
I don't even know because, like, we already sold our place. We're arriving
They're
with
coming.
a move-in truck.
Ready or not, here we come.
How do you deal with that? Okay, so let's say you and your boyfriend living together for almost 2 years. They bought a house together. The house is 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Do you call a sheriff so that when they
Sheriff?
Yeah, so that when they arrive with the move-in truck, they're not like, the police are there to say, no, you're not allowed on the property? Can you do that with 50% ownership?
I got no idea.
Like, what are the guidelines here? You're like,
I mean, if she were to do that, that will have ripple effects into her relationship. So
for sure, but if she lets this go through, it's going to have its own ripple effects.
yeah, I know. So
For
are
me,
you saying
personally, this relationship's over.
exactly? That's what I mean. So like, might as well just cut your losses and demand half of the house.
That's a huge betrayal.
Yeah.
You told your parents to sell their house and come move in with us without consulting me.
Yeah.
We're not a team.
And he's literally gaslighting her,
Yeah.
like, oh, you hate my family. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
of course they have a place here.
Of course they have a place here. Yeah. They have a place temporarily.
Temporarily and with both parties consenting.
Yeah. Maybe if you consulted me, I would have said yeah until they got back on their feet. Not, oh, they're selling their house and moving in with me. If you're having financial difficulties and you're selling your house, how about you downsize? How about you go into a 1-bedroom apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment?
How about you rent?
Yeah, rent. Exactly. Why are you coming to sleep with me in like my new relationship? No, this relationship is over to me. Like
It's over.
That's a huge betrayal.
Yeah.
Huge.
Top comment says, it's a real shame you aren't married. It would make the legalities for selling the house cleaner. There is nothing to fix here, OP. This is not a betrayal that you can fix. You don't need to fix him or try to get over this. You should not. Get a lawyer. The parents aren't in your house yet. Great. Get a lawyer before they move in. Your relationship should be over. This man does not respect and care about you. I'm sorry to be blunt, but there is no we to deal with this. There is only you and whether or not you're going to lay down like a doormat and pay for their house.
That's exactly it. Okay, so that's what I mean. I own half the house, right? I do not want to move. I'm considering the relationship over, right? I want to sell the house. I want to move out of the house, okay? What is your next step?
Mm-hmm.
How can I... Okay, buddy, you're already in the other bedroom. So clearly there's, like, let's consider it a 2-bedroom house, 3-bedroom house, whatever. We have 1 bedroom. There's extra bedrooms. You're already sleeping in that bedroom. We are now just roommates because I made the stupid decision to buy this with you without being married. We are just roommates. So how do I prevent somebody from moving in with me, right? I would think you would need 2-party consent to have a tenant move in with you, because that's what the parents would be, a tenant, essentially.
Yeah.
You own it. They'd be renting it from you, whether the price is 0 or whatever it is. They are renting from you.
Yeah, like if both names are on the deed.
Yeah, if both names are on the deed. How much of a right do you say, no, this person can't move in? I would think you would have 100% the rights. If they show up, you call the cops and you say, hey, they're trying to move in their stuff. They do not have permission to have them property. I want them trespassed. You are an owner. If you say, hey, I want them trespassed, I don't know if you guys know law or anything like that. Let me know. Do I have rights to the police saying,
I
hey,
feel like probably
they're trespassing, get them off my property, even if the other co-owner says, no, they're not trespassing, let them be.
Yeah.
You have one person saying, no, they are trespassing. The cops have to go by that. They are a legal owner and they say, yes, they're trespassing. That would be the one that supersedes the one that says, no, they're not trespassing,
I think so.
right?
Yeah, that makes sense in my head, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I would love to know what the answer for that is, because, yeah, I would be blocking. No, you're not coming in. You're not squatting here. That's not happening. this is getting sold. We are splitting. There is no relationship.
Yeah.
There is no relationship to fix here.
Yeah. Another comment replies to that comment says, this is the answer. Lawyer, house sale, break up. He used her money to buy his parents a house.
Exactly.
That is so true. Like,
That's crazy.
when you think about it like that,
Yeah.
messy.
Hey, I forgot to tell you. But my dad, he's coming to live with us for like the next 4 weeks.
Oh, is she? Is he?
Yeah. He's gonna sleep on the couch that Jack's sleeping on right now.
Awesome.
Yeah. So he's just gonna come live with us in the RV. They're gonna travel with us.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's gonna be great.
All right, there's an update. First, thank you to everyone who commented and offered support. Reading your messages really helped me feel seen and validated during all of this. Sorry it took me so long to post an update. Everything got tied up with lawyers and paperwork, and I wanted it settled before sharing. My ex ended up buying me out of the house. Best decision I've ever made. I walked away, had a fresh start, and no dead weight attached to me. I got my own place, got lucky with a very small apartment, left all furniture behind as most was his anyways. Focused on work, and honestly, my life has been calm, stable, and better than it's ever been. Meanwhile, he got exactly what he thought he wanted, the house with his parents in it. And it's been an absolute train wreck. They moved in permanently, and within days, it was obvious they see him less as a son and more as their live-in caretaker. They expect him to cover all the bills, cook, clean, and drop everything for them. They nitpick every little thing, criticize how he runs the house, and remind him daily that he owes them for everything they ever did for him. He's working longer hours just to keep up financially, and the house that was supposed to be his pride and joy has basically become their space, not his. He has no privacy, no downtime, and no control. From what mutual friends have told me, he's burned out, bitter, and constantly snapping at everyone around him. When I confronted him about why he didn't even tell me about their move-in, he said, "If I told you, you would have said no, and I couldn't let them down." That line still blows my mind. He admitted point blank that my opinion never mattered. He saw me as a roadblock, not a partner. So yeah, I dodged a bullet. He chained himself to that exact life I refused to accept, and now he's drowning in it. I got out clean, and I don't regret a thing. So I guess life's pretty well then?
Nice. Yeah, you did dodge a frickin' nuke, man. That's great. Yeah. Oh my God, terrible.
He made his bed. This
He
is what you
did.
wanted.
You made your bed, bro. Like
This is what you
cooking, cleaning,
wanted.
taking care of them. Like, no, I'm okay. No, thank you. You owe us for all the diapers we changed, and we're here to
Whose
collect.
choice was it to have a baby? Yours.
Don't tell
like-
them, don't tell them that.
Why?
Don't tell them that.
Why?
They're there to collect.
See, I don't see it that way at all. At all.
Well, they do.
Like, I didn't have a choice to come into this world or not. I wasn't like, should I be born or should I not be born? No, I was just born because
Poof.
two people decided that they wanted to have kids. Later on in life, I don't see it as like a transactional thing where you're like, okay, pay up.
Yeah.
I gave you life. I fed you. I clothed you. I gave you a house. And now you have to do the same for me. No, I actually didn't ask for that. This isn't like...
If you think about it, you put that expectation on the cats, though. You're like, I feed you, I clothe you, I roof you, let me pet you. Cuddle me. Come here and cuddle.
Yes, our cat relationship is very transactional.
You act like you own them.
I do. I do. They, like, if we were to get a divorce, they would be property that we split up.
What the fuck? We're not talking about divorce. What? How do we get there? What do you mean? That was literally not even the conversation. And Teresa goes, divorce? If divorce was to happen, why does that bring everything? Why does that always come into it? If we were divorced, this
I'm
would happen.
trying to relate our lives to the life of these Redditors.
All right, I'll let you off the hook there.
Jack is mine, though. And Luna, actually.
Bro, Luna's mine. You
No.
didn't even want Luna in the first place.
Yeah, but... Okay. What does that have to do with anything? All right.
Stop bringing up divorce, bro. You're bad juju.
Okay, top comment says, ain't that the best? When a relationship ends and you know with absolute certainty that they regret it, he reaped exactly what he sowed.
Oh my God, that is the best.
Yeah.
That is literally like the best feeling of like
Karma.
watching them suffer. Chef's kiss. Mwah.
Alrighty, over to you.
Okay. All right, guys. So I had some other stories, but they were fresh off the press and they got deleted. And I forgot to grab some screenshots. So we're going to do a little exercise for the rest of this episode on my side. This is the top rated story from Am I the Asshole for the past month. And this one was posted 27 days ago. Am I the asshole for telling my best friend I understood why his fiance is so disappointed that he proposed to her at the gym?
Oh.
I, 27 female, was excited when my best friend, 27 male, told me that he had proposed to his girlfriend, 29 female. He said he had the proposal on video. I was so confused when the video started out in a women's gym. When I saw his girlfriend on an exercise machine in the video, I had a bad feeling. She looked so shocked and she said yes. She only looked happy for 2 minutes and the rest of the time she gave an insincere smile. My best friend expressed frustration that his fiancée had confessed she wasn't happy with the proposal after he asked her why she looked so sad. He was venting to me and asked me how I would feel if a guy proposed to me while I was at the gym. I guess he really expected me to agree with him, but I said that I would hate it. I said I don't want to be proposed to when I'm sweaty and stinky at the gym. I basically explained to him that I understood why she was disappointed. My best friend called me shallow and a bad friend. Am I the asshole?
No, he asked for your opinion and you gave it.
This one actually kind of lines up with you made your
Kinda
bed
does, yeah.
because, you
You asked.
you asked. Top comment says, don't ask questions you aren't ready to hear the
Yeah.
answer to. I mean, I agree with you. A gym is an odd place to propose unless there's a specific reason for it. Like, that's where you met and you love that story and that's how you bond or whatever. He's just upset that he disappointed his fiance and he needs to come to terms with that.
Yeah, he's upset because he doesn't actually know his fiance. He knows nothing about her. Like,
Right?
I don't understand how you can get it so wrong. Like, to have a proposal that your fiance is unhappy with.
I feel like we've had proposal stories before.
Yeah.
And I feel like if your proposal went wrong, you need to do like a fly in the wall, third person view of your relationship to be like, why did it go wrong? How did it go wrong? How did you not have the enough information that it went right?
Yeah.
If it went wrong, that says something about your relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or you.
Yeah, like
you don't know your partner.
relationship,
Yeah.
which is you in your
Yeah.
relationship. But if you fuck up the proposal, you were doing it wrong. You fucked it up. You didn't listen to your partner.
Yeah.
You're the fucking problem, bud. You're the issue. You're the
problem, it's you.
That's right. That's right. You're the problem. That's what I was looking for. You know who we need to ask?
Madison.
Yeah. Yeah. My sister. We need to ask my sister because Chris proposed to her in the gym.
But it's a fancy gym. I think it's
gym.
different. It's Hotel X.
Toronto, fancy gym. And it was on the tennis. It was on the tennis court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, that kind of does relate to their relationship. Like tennis is like a big
thing.
Part of their
Yeah.
relationship. So I think it's more understanding. And
Madison never expressed no dislike.
I think
to
she
me.
enjoyed it. So
Yeah. I would. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, like, for some people it could work, but it's just a matter of knowing your partner. Like, would this be something like why at the gym? I want to know his thought process
Yeah.
of like why he picked the gym because
Why?
like
There's another thing in this story which tells me this guy's a fucking moron and he didn't think anything through.
what's that?
Okay. I, 27 female, was excited when my best friend, 27 male, told me he proposed to his girlfriend. Would you, if you have a female best friend, would you not consult said friend on your
Beforehand?
proposal?
Yeah.
Would you not come up with your proposal plan and then
Tell your-
consult
Mhm.
the people that your partner loves? Would you not go to her sister, to her mother, to the sister's boyfriend, to the uncle, to the dad, and say, hey, I'm going to go propose at the Griffith Observatory. I mean, at the gym. Do you think that she would like this? Do you think that's a good plan? Oh,
No, but this is
you
the
do think
opposite.
it's a good plan.
This is OP is best friends with him,
Yeah.
not her.
Yeah, I know.
So that's different.
No, but I'm saying the boyfriend had a female best friend he can consult with. Hey, he asked her after, how would you like it if I proposed to you at the
Yeah.
gym.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have done some pre-consultations with some people
Oh, well,
and asked
okay.
for their opinions
Yeah.
on the proposal,
Agreed.
and maybe he wouldn't have screwed the pooch.
Yeah. Assuming he didn't do so.
It sounds like he didn't ask nobody.
Or maybe he did and everyone else in her life is the saboteur.
No fucking way. No way. No way. If he had asked one person,
Well, okay,
they would have given
let's
him some
say,
guidance.
for example, like my mom and my sister said, no, I wouldn't enjoy the Griffith. Would you have changed your plans?
I would have reassessed.
Would
whether
you
they-
have?
I would have reassessed whether I think that they know you better
See,
than I
that's
know
what I
you.
mean. Like, even if he did consult someone and they said, I don't think that's a good idea. In his head, he's like, no, I know her best.
Okay, but why? So, like you said, why did you think that the gym was the best place?
Yeah.
Tell me your thought process
Yeah.
of why you thought that was such a good idea. Because obviously you fucked it up.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm questioning their whole relationship dynamic.
Agreed.
He doesn't seem to listen to her. He doesn't seem to know. You know what Teresa wanted for a proposal? She wanted somewhere special. She didn't want it to be just like, around home, around the condo, like Lakeshore Walk. No, she wanted to be out in public, but not around people. She wanted to be somewhere special that we don't really go often, or actually we've never been to. That's what Teresa wanted. And I fucking
And you
kill it.
killed it.
Fucking murdered that
Knocked
shit.
it out of the park.
That's right.
I need to rewatch our proposal
We should
video.
rewatch that video. That's
was
good.
so
It's on the
good.
travel. It's on the travel video. Sidebar: if you guys are new, we do have a YouTube channel that's called Denver and Teresa, and we vlog our adventures. I have the whole wedding proposal that's up on that account. It's like 6 videos ago or something. You just gotta scroll down. And while we're there, we also have RV life videos.
Whoa,
First
whoa.
2 videos, maybe 3 videos, are live at the time that this goes posted.
Likely 3.
Playlist is down in the link below. Go there, check out our RV videos. You want to check out Podcast Studio Rig on Wheels? You want to check out our travel day adventures? It's all there.
It's pretty entertaining.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and watch.
Thank you.
It is pretty entertaining. My editing skills, I'm getting good.
Honestly, yes.
Yeah, I'm getting good.
Killing it.
Should we tell our thread talkers the secret mission that we embarked on
Oh, sure.
with our audition video?
Sure.
Yeah.
We my manager actually sent me this link to a Canadian contest for
Home hardware.
yeah, but is it
It's like an event. I
influencer?
don't even know what it is. It's
I don't know what it really
I think
entails.
they're looking for like RV content creators.
Content creators, yeah. So it's sponsored by Home Hardware, which is I don't know if they have that in the States.
I don't think so. I think it's a Canadian thing.
I think it is a Canadian thing. So basically they're looking for people to do a road trip across Canada next year, and they want someone with a following. Lucky for us, we have this podcast.
And we have the YouTube channel for the
and
travel
we have
content.
a YouTube channel, which is gaining as well. So we made our audition tape.
We sent it
and
in.
We're really, really hoping.
Fingers crossed, guys.
In my head, I'm like, I
Why
just
not?
don't think that there are many Canadian road trippers that
Yeah.
make content.
Right?
Like,
Canadian ones. Not too many to pick from.
yeah. So I don't know. I feel like we might have a good chance. I'm really hoping
I
it
hope
goes
so.
well.
Yeah. I'll throw the 60-second banger edit that I put together for us at the end of this video. So yeah, check that out.
Sure. All right,
It's-
me?
Exclusive sneak peek for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to you.
All right. Am I the asshole for telling my wife that if I waited for her to make memories with our son, we wouldn't have any? Last weekend, I, 39 male, helped my son, 14 male, dye his hair purple. Or my good friend, who actually knew what he was doing, helped dye my son's hair while I was there for music requests and object fetching. It was such a fun day, and I could tell how happy it made my boy. I didn't tell my wife before we did this, and that was a catalyst to the fight we're currently having. But for me, it's so much more than this one incident. My wife has been hands-off with our child for a while now. His soccer games, little road trips to nearby amusement parks, back-to-school shopping. She's too busy with work or too tired from work. So I've mostly just stopped having the conversations. Why would I waste my breath to have the same conversation on repeat? The night we dyed his hair, she started crying while we were talking, saying we were making all these memories without her. I asked her what she expected me to do. If we waited for her to make the memories, we would be sitting in a dark room 100% of the time. My son isn't even really comfortable with her anymore. There is no, I can't take you, go ask your mom. Now it's, I'm sorry I can't take you. Let's see if friend is free that day. My wife isn't speaking to me now, and I'm wondering if I took it too far. I don't know. I was hoping some brutal honesty would change something. I would have loved having more kids, but I guess it's for the best now that she said no.
What the fuck was it that last sentence? What? Bro, you got problems here, man. You got the kid and the things are not the problems. I didn't tell my wife before this, and that's the catalyst of the fight that we're having. Bro, it sounds like you guys have given up on your communication with each other. And I need more info. She's working a lot. Okay. Does she need to be working a lot? Like, is she the breadwinner and that's why she's working a lot? Like, do you have more spare time and you guys are drowning in bills and she feels like she needs to work because, it sounds like, you guys are doing stuff with that. It sounds like she's kind of sad that she's not there. Like, is she like providing most of the financial shit for the house? I don't know. Like,
That's a good point.
like he's making this. I need more info. It feels like he's leaving stuff out. And like, how hard is it to say, oh yeah, we're gonna go get his haircut?
I agree. Like, I think he should have told her
I
before. Like,
I think so. I think we're gonna get his haircut, and he's been asking me to dye it, so I think we're gonna dye it.
yeah,
Like that's an easy one. It would be one thing if we're like, hey, we're gonna go get the haircut, and then you're at the hairdresser's, and then he's like, hey, can I dye my hair? He brings it up to you last minute. You didn't know before you're going, and you say yes, and then when you get it home, it's a surprise. That's one thing, right?
hmm
If you knew you were going to go dye the hair before you went and did the activity, that's another thing. But she should have known either way that, like, hey, okay, we're going to take him to go get a haircut or whatever. Like, sounds like the communication in your relationship is dead. And the way that he throws in, I would have loved to have more kids, but it's for the best now that she said no. Bro, he's 14. So that conversation happened a long time ago.
yeah.
How old is your wife, too? It doesn't say here how old his
Oh, yeah.
wife is.
Yeah.
So,
Top comment here says, listen, this could easily be a gender swap story. There are so many Am I the Assholes about wives who've stopped trying to artificially create moments for their husbands to be dads. And you are just as not the asshole as they are. Being a parent is so much more than financial support. It's about emotional presence. You are there for your son, and it hurts him each time your wife has said she doesn't have time to be there for him, that it now hurts him less to ask. Your son is a priority, not your wife's feelings. She is reaping the consequences of being a parent in finances only. Keep parenting your son. Don't hold back your love for him to make her feel less guilty. Not the asshole.
I mean, I do agree. I agree, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, I think more context. And OP does reply to some comments here. One of them I'm seeing I've been married to this woman for 16 years. I am aware of her schedule. I didn't think I needed to explain that. I also don't just walk in, give her a list of dates, then walk out. We would talk about it, have conversations about when would be best for her. I tried all of this. I didn't think I needed to explain that.
Sounds like you give up on that then.
And then another one says, my wife asked me to stay at home longer than we originally had planned, thanks to her working towards and eventually getting a promotion. Every time I've mentioned job hunting in order to take some of the load off of her, she's been annoyed and said it won't work since someone needs to pick up our son from school until he starts driving in 2 years. She also wants me to be home to do the cooking, cleaning, grocery shopping. I don't understand why people are so angry when, while I like being a stay-at-home father and doing the typical homemaking tasks, I'm more than willing to rejoin the workforce. That's not even what I came here to ask, and I've clarified multiple times. So he is a stay-at-home dad.
He's a stay-at-home dad.
And
yeah.
he's offered to get a job to make it more 50-50 in terms of like the workload, but
I mean, I guess at some point when the communication fails, you just, eventually
gotta do what you gotta do.
you just close off. Yeah, I guess eventually you just close off. And yeah, I'd say not the asshole then. Like, if you want to be there for the moments, like where does she say? She says, my wife, she says she was crying and while we were talking, saying that we were making all these memories without her, and I asked, yeah. So like, okay, so if you feel like your kid is getting all of these memories made, carve out some time in your schedule and be like, hey buddy, me and you, we're going here. He's 14. He doesn't have a choice. You want to take him somewhere to try and create memories? Kind of like we own our cats. You kind of fucking own them. Like at 14. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say no. Like, I'm your guardian. We're going to McDonald's. We're going to the roller coaster amusement park. You kind of get to do what you want with them. So you kind of have this advantage where like, hey, if you want to force some memories in there, you can. Is it the best plan to go, so strong on it? Maybe not. Maybe it is. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's a delicate balance there that you got to figure out between, hey, your kid doesn't want to hang out with you. And like, okay, yeah, I get we don't want to hang out with me, buddy. But, we're still going to go do this day activity.
Mhm.
And hopefully by the end of the day, the kid warms up to you or something. I'm still going to take you to the zoo. No, I don't want to go to the zoo. Okay, well, hopefully when we get through the end of the zoo, you feel a little bit better. Like, that's the relationship that parents have with kids. So
Mhm.
if you are the parent where you feel like you've been iced out and like, oh, you just got your hair dyed purple, it's like, all right, buddy, me and you, we're going to a basketball game. I got us tickets. We're going. They're kind of like our cats. They don't get a fucking, they don't get to say shit, man. They don't get a choice. They don't though. We go babysit Andrew and Madison gives
Yes,
us,
but
no,
okay.
hold on. Madison's like, hey, you're babysit Andrew. And I'm like, all right, Andrew, we're going to the park. And he's like, no, I don't want to go to the park. Doesn't matter, buddy. We're walking over to the park. We're going to the swing set, bud.
But we've also had stories where like forcing relationships has turned into resentment.
For sure. It's a delicate balance, but it's for sure a delicate balance and you can fuck yourself over, but you do have the power to do what you want.
I think she could at least try.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
If she wanted to try, she has that power. She can say, hey, buddy, I'm pulling you out of school today. We're going to an arcade. We're going go-karting. We're going to the batting cages. We're going mini golfing. She has the power to take our kid, whether the kid loves her at this point or doesn't, that doesn't really matter. You're playing with a, tricky sword because you could make your kid hate you even more. But what I'm trying to say is like, you do have the power to make memories, to take them somewhere, to do what you want to do.
Mhm.
Hey, buddy, we're fucking flying to California to go to Disneyland. Hey, buddy, we're like, you have the power to do that. You are the parent. You don't need to you're not the grandparent, okay? You don't need to ask like, hey, can I spend time with your grandchild? Can I babysit this weekend? Like us. Hey, Madison, can we babysit your kid? Can we do something with the kid? We have to do that. You as the parent, you have all the power at this moment. For the next 4 years, you could force your own freaking memories on them. If you did it
I see what you're saying.
if you did it in the right way, you have
Mhm.
all the power to change this relationship
Yeah.
back to how you want it to be. It's in your hands. You have the power. You can do it.
Agreed.
Don't become a tyrant and abuse your power. But you got some power, man. You got the power.
Mm. All right.
Back to me.
Yeah.
All right. Am I the asshole for banning my wife's Disney divorce friends plugins from our house?
Disney divorce friends plugins. Oh,
Disney-divorce friends plug-ins from our house.
okay.
I have no idea what this title means. My wife's friend, Melissa, 49 female, is staying with us for a few weeks while she sorts her life out. We have a large home and are very happy to have house guests. She's leaving her husband after 25 years of marriage because she wants to move to LA and work at Disneyland.
That's nuts.
Sounds like a plot of a bad sitcom, but I'm afraid it's real. Both she and her husband are equally culpable for the failure of their marriage and really bring out the worst in one another. The relationship has been in a state for as long as I've known them. The problem is, Melissa showed up with an arsenal of room scents and sprays and plugins. The smell, teenage girl with a side of forever chemicals, Disney?
Oh.
Odu? OD?
Oh, de Disney. Like a
Eau de
de France.
Disney.
Like
Oh, okay.
eau de Chanel. I don't know.
Okay. Has completely taken over the hallway, the family bathroom, my office, and even down 2 flights of stairs into the foyer, drawing room, and living room. It's strong, it's nasty, and it's made of and smells like all the chemicals that we avoid. Sidebar, we've been cleansing ourselves of chemical nasties and had curated our home to smell clean and subtle. It's part of what makes it feel like home. Now it just smells like teen spirit. Melissa is genuinely lovely and in a vulnerable spot, and I don't want to make her feel unwelcome. But it's our house, and this is something we've been intentional about. However, outside of our personal feelings about plugins, it feels really out there to rock up in someone else's home and decide to bring your own plug-in scents to totally change the smell of the house. I mentioned how strong the smell was, assuming it was room spray, and how it was overtaking every room. She said, yeah, the plugins are pretty strong. I was so shocked, I asked her to remove them. I opened up with a sensitive ask, Hey, those room sprays are pretty strong. Would you mind keeping the door closed if you're using them? And spiraled a bit when I heard her saying plugins, plural.
Mm.
My wife told me that I was being an asshole for making her uncomfortable when she was going through a lot, and that I could bitch to her about it was over the line to ask her to stop. I was incredulous that she thought it was okay to change the scent of our house. Am I the asshole here? Like my wife says, I feel pretty justified in my complaint.
No, no. I'm glad that you actually had like the cojones,
The fucking cojones on this guy!
the cojones to say something, because yes, if it were me, the
She
people
should not
pleaser
say
in
anything.
me would not say anything. Even though I would just let it like just like bother me, and I would let it just like
Eat you up
eat
inside?
me.
Listen,
But no,
if you
this is
bring one to the guest room where you're staying, your guest room, okay. I don't really like it.
I also think that's weird
It's
though.
weird.
It's weird.
It's weird for sure. I don't love it, but hey, you know what? That's your guest room. Cool. Why the fuck are you putting them in the hallways?
That's so entitled to me.
That's
Like someone is
twisted.
letting you stay in their home because you're going through a divorce and you
Yep.
like go and change everything.
You,
This is a big change. Like this is something that, clearly they have voiced that they don't like it.
yeah.
And you're still going to fight them on it? That's kind of crazy.
Even crazier, right? They're friends. You would think that she knows that they've spent a hard time cleansing herself of chemical
Yeah.
nasties, that they've curated their home to smell clean and subtle. It's part of what makes it feel like a home.
Exactly.
And she comes in here with fucking free breeze. Free breeze everywhere,
Yeah.
essentially, is what these little plugins are. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. That's rude.
It's rude.
Rude
It's
as
disrespectful.
fuck. You're rude. This is not your house.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Good for him, honestly, for saying something. And I can kind of see where the wife is coming from. Like, why do you have to like start stuff with my friend? Like, I don't agree with her, but I can like see where she's coming from. Like, where she's like kind of like the middle person. And but I applaud him because this is your home and
Yeah.
you need to take
So
reign on it.
I will say not the asshole, but I would also say that I wouldn't have confronted said person.
You would just unplug it.
No, I would just tell you.
Oh,
Be like, hey,
you need to deal with it.
your best friend, why the fuck do we have plugins in the hallway? I'm not down for that. If she wants them in the guest room, that's all her. But you got to get them removed from the hallway. This is giving me a headache. I hate them. We've been without these for so long. I don't want this anymore. This is your problem. You have fun dealing with it. If I invite one of my moto bros over and they're sleeping over for whatever reason, we have a hypothetical fucking 3-bedroom house and they're staying with us through their divorce and he's bringing dirty shoes in the hallway or whatever, that's my problem. You tell me something he's doing that you don't like, I'll fucking sort that shit out. I got that. That's my friend.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not the asshole for saying anything, but I would have totally put that on you. Like, I'm not dealing with
Yeah,
this. You fucking deal with
agree.
this.
I agree.
So top comment says, not the asshole. She's making you uncomfortable in your home. OP says, I felt like I was taking crazy pills. It's just not acceptable for a grown woman to decide to add plug-in scents to someone else's home.
I agree.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's really odd.
Just the word plug-in is really getting me on this one.
Why?
Because it's like we got one for the bathroom
Yeah.
and it's like literally the plug-in like little center and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like it's not like, oh, I brought a candle and I lit the candle. No, bro, she had plugins. She had all these plugins. Like, bro, the ex-husband's probably like, thank God she took all the plugins with her. And she brings some. They're at the front of her suitcase. And she's like, I'm gonna fucking audacity. The fucking cojones on her,
Yeah, I
man.
know.
Fucking
Her
audacity
too.
to put these plugins around someone else's house.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
So there's an edit that says, to address the frequently asked questions, the plugins are already gone. The conversation pivoted from, could you please keep the door closed when you spray the room, to, can you please remove the plugins? And she apologized and removed them immediately. I also spotted after writing this post that the intake vent in the central air system was about 12 feet from where one of the plugins was. This explains how the whole house got gunked up so quickly. The smell still hasn't gone 24 hours later. In the part of the conversation where their plugins were revealed, my wife informs me that my facial expressions were all over the place. a mix of shock and disgust. I maintained a friendly but firm tone when I asked her to remove them, explained my reasoning clearly. I capped the conversation by saying I hated the smell of them, which was unkind and deeply unhelpful. In my defense, I genuinely do hate the smell, and I was so thoroughly flabbergasted that an adult would think that this was okay to do that I made an unguarded comment.
What comment? What was the unguarded comment?
That they smelled. That they didn't like the smell
That's
of them. I hate
not,
the smell of them.
but that's not anything crazy. I'm confused. That is okay. That is an okay statement. Like, you are well within your rights to say that.
Yep.
I don't like the smell. Take them out. This is my home.
Bro, if I invite a friend over and they open up like shrimp or tuna in my kitchen, I'd be like, bro, that's fucking nasty. I can't stand that smell.
Get out.
Yeah, not get out, but like I'm calling my friend. I'm like, bro, that fucking smells so bad. I'm out of the kitchen, man.
Yeah.
If I come home every fucking day and my guest is cooking seafood in my kitchen and my whole house smells like seafood, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
But like, no, dude, this is not happening. We're not. You want a tuna sandwich that one time? Cool. We're not cracking sardines open every freaking dinner time. No, I'm not. I can't live like this.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Me?
You?
Am I the asshole for throwing my ex's words in his affair partner wife's face after she spent the last 5 years taunting me?
Oh, jeez.
I, 33 female, found out my ex-husband, 35 male, and the father of my 2 kids, 11 and 9, was cheating on me with Dana, 30 female, who he worked with. Once I kicked my ex out, he did everything to try and win me back. He even shared the fact Dana was sterile and was just some fun, safe sex because he knew he couldn't get her pregnant.
What?
He said, that's fucking crazy. He said he would never actually want something, not someone, like that, and he loved me and our kids. I was having none of it. I didn't pity Dana either because she knew about me. We had met. She knew about the kids too. So to me, she was a homewrecker, and I wasn't going to warn her about my ex's feelings on her. My ex continued trying to win me back throughout the divorce. The night before, he sent more texts begging me to call it all off and let us be a family again, and he said more degrading things about Dana. But I didn't listen to him. I was done. Even if he wasn't living with Dana, which he was, I wasn't going to buy he changed. From the day my ex moved in with Dana, she was smug. She called me all dried up, said my pussy clearly wasn't tight enough anymore for my ex, and that he clearly felt repulsed by whatever stretch marks the kids left behind.
Oh my.
I ignored her. She got herself kicked out of the kids' school a few times for using that language in front of others. Twice was in front of one of the teachers during PT conferences. For years, I have ignored it and tried to be the bigger person. But recently, she was extra nasty about me and the fact that I've been single since the divorce. She tried to say it was clear no man wanted me, not even the father of my children, and how he thought so little of me. She says he only says nothing because of the kids, but she knows. She knows that's why he went to her. So in response, I screenshotted several of the texts ex sent me where he degraded her, and I told her she should see what he thinks of her. She told me I was sick and twisted and how dare I dig into her infertility. Then it was, why would I not tell her any of this if it were true? I told her I owed her ass nothing after she knowingly slept with the man I was married to and contributed to the breakup of my children's family. I told her I found her disgusting and repulsive as him, but I had done my best to ignore her all these years while she degraded me. Then I told her to look inside her house for all that nasty shit and reminded her to check the dates on the messages. She texted me several times in the aftermath. I muted her. Can't block while they're together because she could be with my kids in an emergency and the court order states we must keep this access open. So now the plan is to unmute whenever the kids are over there and mute the second they come home. But am I the asshole?
Nah, fair game. Fair game. Bro, that's the worst explanation I've had for you cheating. He was just some safe fun because he knew he couldn't get her pregnant. Yeah, I'm just going to stick my dick in here and come in it because I know I don't have to worry about any more babies. What? That's unhinged.
Vile.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know. Can you imagine someone saying that? Oh my God.
That's vile. I'm at a loss for words on that.
Yeah, it makes me think like how they even lasted so long. Like long enough to have kids together. This person must be like a sick human being.
Bro, He got on the wrong side of TikTok, at some point, and he just turned.
Yeah. Top comment. Not the asshole. Most certainly got what she was repeatedly asking for. You just gave her the truth. She gets to live with it and deal with it.
Literally.
OP replies, I'm sure she's devastated now that the cheater turned out to be a disgusting human and she's stuck married to him and will probably stay for at least a while because she doesn't want me to win, even though he's no prize. But hey, she's always known how she feels, so that's great.
Man, I love how it wasn't just like, well, I know that he thinks you're this. No. Here's the fucking receipts, bitch. Here's the text messages. Check the time states on that shit. Bro, this was from as soon as it happened. Oh my God, that's devastating.
Yeah.
That's kind of made your bed there. And
yes, you did.
You're just sleeping in shit.
Yeah.
Have fun, stinky bed there. Man. All right. That's it. That was a good episode.
I agree.
Episode 96 is done.
Almost at 100.
It's 96. It's like kind of like 69. So
opposite of 69.
Yeah. Pop quiz for Teresa.
Oh, what?
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, we just filmed an NSFW for Patreon because episode 69 on Patreon just came out. So if you really enjoy the NSFW episode, make sure to go to Patreon because there's more where that came from. And of course, 69 other episodes you can watch. 68, yes.
Bonus episodes on Patreon every Friday. If you guys want to head over there to support us even further, we appreciate that. If you guys just want to support us on here, smash the like button on YouTube, subscribe, drop a comment on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Yeah, we appreciate you guys coming on board every single week. And I got a pop quiz for you.
Tell me.
All right. This is episode 69. What dirt bike rider rocks number... Sorry, this is episode 96.
I was going to say...
My bad. What dirt bike rider rocks the number 96?
Ken Roxon.
Nope, he's 94. You're wrong!
Who?
Take another guess.
You know other name.
Here, wait. Let me help you. Who dis? Who dis? Who is this? You don't know.
No, I don't.
You don't know.
What's his name?
It's Hunter Lawrence.
I knew that.
Is that a nice looking bike?
Looks very familiar.
I want a dirt bike that looks like that.
What, don't you have that?
Yeah, but this is like way cooler. Look at like this exhaust and factory parts. It's like the most epic version of my bike.
Oh.
Yeah.
Looks the exact same to me.
Oh, God.
All
right. Life updates.
We are in beautiful Lake Louise. We saw our very first bear.
Oh, fucking Bruce. He's a good guy.
So many of you replied to our Instagram story. It was like, oh my gosh, is Teresa over her fear now? Yay, I'm so happy for Teresa. No, I'm not.
Just as scared as always.
We were in our truck. We weren't on a trail or anything. We were in our truck. It was a like small, not small, but it was like a teenager, like black bear.
Medium-sized
bear. We just saw it on the road and we got pretty close up to it. Denver and I were outside of the sunroof
standing on the seats, top of the truck. It's great.
So that was pretty epic. We did the little beehive hike.
Yeah, we did.
At Lake Louise, which was honestly really hard for me. But we did it. It was supposed to be like 700 meters of elevation, which I don't know what that is in feet. I've been wanting to do the conversion. 2,300 feet high.
Nice.
But it ended up being only 600, which is about 2,000 feet.
Cool.
2,000 sounds higher than 600, obviously. So I'm going to say feet.
Nice.
And it was really beautiful. Oh, it's been a little bit smoky here because of the wildfires out west. So we kind of went on a day where it was like not like crystal clear, but it was still really worth it. And just Lake Louise has been beautiful. My favorite though is still Jasper. We did also head down to Banff for like a day trip, just to go check out our campsite and make sure that the Starlink is going to be good to go, which is kind of iffy, but we're still crossing our fingers. And honestly, we got a glimpse of the Banff town, and I still think Jasper is gonna take it for me.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm not gonna make any conclusions, but that's my prediction. But still absolutely stunning. It's still worth coming here for sure.
For sure, for sure. Babe, have you seen this?
What is that? No, that's fucking fake. That's literally so fake. Who is that?
I don't know, but somebody posted it in the Patreon. Ashley posted it in the Patreon community
Ashley?
chat.
Don't bait me.
This Taylor Swift AI. I'm like, what is this baby?
That's literally so AI. Look at Taylor's
There's another
face.
one. Yeah, it's like some AI portrait of like
Okay, but who's in the top
grandmother.
picture?
I think
Grandma?
it's supposed to be the same grandma.
That's not even like their parents.
Teresa just almost fucking
No, for like a second. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was funny. Sorry. It's just like
Life updates from you?
life updates. Okay.
Yeah, let's hear what happened to you, honey.
Okay, so we went to Peyto Lake
Oh yeah.
when we saw the bear. We went to Peyto Lake, beautiful,
Gorgeous, stunning
lake.
Beautiful.
We hiked to like the summit peak, which then gave us an outlook way over Bow Lake, which was stunning, beautiful, perfectly splendid, gorgeous. Then we came down. We wanted to go to the Peyto Lake lookout, which was like a little bit over from the main platform, and we stumbled upon a wedding,
An active wedding.
over like a cliff's edge.
Not just like wedding pictures.
Yeah, I thought it was wedding pictures at first. So I was like, oh, okay, it's no big deal. We'll walk closer and like, we'll just stay out of the shots. They'll get all their shots. No. We get a little bit closer and they're saying their vows. And then the one camera person was like, shh, because they're saying their vows.
So we just left.
So yeah, we just backed.
It was cool.
We just backed away. That was cool to see. When we're driving home, then we saw the bear.
The bear.
Was that like Tuesday?
It was Tuesday.
Wednesday, we went for like a little bike ride around Lake Louise, chilled out. And then Thursday, I had been, I've been cramming. I've been editing late at night. Like Teresa's rotting, as she likes to say. She's reading her book while the fireplace crackles on YouTube and our fireplace is on. And Teresa is reading her book and I am editing. I've been editing, the banger episode audition tape that'll be at the end of this video, editing all of our RV life vlogs and just getting everything up to date so that I could feel like I could take the Thursday off and go to the downhill mountain bike park.
Mm-hmm.
I've been wanting to do downhill mountain biking for a very long time. Very long time. I grew up racing motocross. It's like a close thing to it. You don't have to pedal. I went bike up. In March, I bought myself a new bicycle that's full suspension. And then I bought myself, when we were in Jasper, a full face mountain bike helmet because when we were in Mount Robson, I was supposed to go to my first one there. And then this was finally the first one. So I'm like, I'm finally going. And even on the way there, it was a great morning. Pitched up a hitchhiker on the side of the highway. His name was Colin. He's from Southern California. He was a cool dude. He was backpacking from like freaking Alaska, trying to get back home before school. Had a great chat with him. Everything's going great. I get to the bike park. Everything's going great. Sign up. I got my knee pads. I got my nice helmet. And I did bring a long sleeve sweater that I was planning to wear. And then I got out and I was like, holy shit, it's really hot today. So I left my sweater in the truck instead of wearing it. Kind of funny, ironic though, because when I got to the top of the mountain, 2,200 meters up, it was freezing then. When I got to the top, I was like, I'm regretting it because I'm cold.
You should know better.
I should know better.
Every time we go up any sort of elevation, it gets cold.
Should have known better. So I go down the first run. It takes me an hour and 10 minutes to get down the first run. You go through so many different trails. I ended up linking up with this family. And there was a mom, 2 kids, and the dad. The dad was leading, the 2 kids are following, and then the mom was at the end of the trail. And they kind of went ahead of me at one point, so I just let them ahead, and I was going down the same trails. And then I come across this trail, and the kid was talking about, he ran me over. He ran me over. The one brother ran over the other brother. So then I was just chilling. And by the end of that trail, then we start talking because I kind of passed them. And then I was taking a break at the end of the trail. And then they came out of the trail. And then the dad was waiting beside me for the rest of the kids. So then I was kind of chatting with him. And then we were talking about bike stuff. So I kind of followed them down the rest of the trail. I went through this black diamond, so scary. It was like vertical down on a mountain bike. If you're not a mountain biker, you'd be Teresa. I was like, Teresa couldn't even walk her bike through this stuff. It's insane. And I'm riding my bike down it. You're going very slow. You're just creeping. You're riding the brakes. You're barely going, but you're on your bike and you're leaning all the way back. It was just crazy steep. I watched the mom fall off her bike a couple of times and I was like, nice. She's got like the chest protector and she's got the elbow pads. She's got the jersey on it. She's good to go. She's good. And then get through that trail. go through another trail that was like high speed, really big, bank turns, big jumps. I'm going fast. I'm killing it. I'm hitting the jumps. I'm clearing the jumps. We're all going great. And then I go up to the top of the hill for the second run, talk to this nice guy. Him and his wife follow us on our YouTube channel. And he's like, hey, no apple pads for you? And I'm like, oh, no, like I'm just, I'm going slow. I'm chilling, not really, doing anything where I think I need it. But, I'm sure if I fall one time, I'll probably want apple pads after that. I'm in a freaking t-shirt. Dumbest idea ever. So I go down a different run right at the beginning, the first section. I had a little bit too much speed. I didn't hit the jump with enough confidence. Rear suspension unloaded on me, and I ended up going over the bars face first with the mountain bike helmet, thank God, and then my shoulder and my arm, and I got fucked up with road rash.
In a hole.
And a gash in my arm. I get up, and I'm like, fuck, oh my God, that was bad. I'm hurting, I'm dirty. Holy fuck, there's a gash in my arm. Holy fuck, there's a gash in my arm. Okay, there's a gash in my arm. I try calling, I pull out the map that I had screenshot on my phone. I call the number for like the emergency service. Anything goes wrong on the trail. I got SOS. Fuck. I go, the GoPro is snapped off. I find the GoPro. I put it in my pocket and I start heading down. I'm in the middle of the trail, and the trail is still like turns and jumps. And I'm trying to like not hit them, but like go. And then the trail gets close to like the road. There's always a road. And I just rock down the road the entire time. My arm is like numb. My foot's hurting. My fingers, like I'm scraped up on both sides. My hip, everything's fucking hurting. And all I can think about is the gash. Like, did I see bone? I don't know if I saw bone, but there's a hole missing out of my arm. And I bike as fast as I can going down. I didn't even realize until I hit a little bit of an uphill section. I tried to pedal. My chain is off on the bike. So I just pushed it. I got to the middle chairlift, which is like halfway. And they call for a medic. And the guy comes and he starts spraying out my wound and he patches me up. They take me down, have me sign a form saying that, the accident was my fault and, not negligence on the park. Like I didn't hit, a track maintenance worker, type of thing. And then I drive myself to the hospital. And then as I am driving to the hospital, I tell Siri to text Teresa and I'm like, hey, babe, I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm fine. But I did fall. And I'm on my way to the hospital because the wound is dirty. So I got to, but I'm driving. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. All good. Teresa calls me back. What's happening?
Yes, naturally, of course.
Yep.
Earlier that day, he had called me and I just had this like.
I called her after the first run as I'm on the chairlift up to the second run. Oh, I called you on the first chair run and then I called you again on the second chair run, I think.
No,
just the second one. So I called you on the second time going up.
I had this thought that as he was calling me the first time, I was like, I'm going to pick up this phone and he's going to say verbatim, hey, babe, everything's fine, but I need to go to the hospital. Like, I swear to God, like that thought ran through my head. And then when he answered, he was like, oh, I'm just going up the chairlift. Just wanted to say hello. I'm like, thank God.
Yep.
Second time he called me, I was actually on a work call.
Yep.
And I saw him calling me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't answer, obviously. And then I saw his text come through. Hey, babe, I'm fine, but I'm going to the fucking hospital. And I literally end my call abruptly. I'm like, gotta go, bye. And I'm freaking out. So I feel like that was like a premonition for me.
Premonition, yeah. Yeah, so because I was wearing a t-shirt, when I fell, all the dirt scraped into me, and that was the bad thing. Like, my toe is bruised now, and it's stubbed, and I got a little bit of road rash some other places. But if I had been wearing the proper protective equipment, i.e. a long shirt and maybe even like the padded long sleeves with like the elbow pads and everything, I would have just got away and I would have been like, okay, the part where it ripped through my glove, that would have been a little bit messed up. My right wrist here, right where the sleeves would have stopped and started, that would have been messed up. But my whole left arm would have been fine. Like if I had the proper shirt on, and I would have probably continued riding for the rest of the day and not had to go to the hospital. But my own stupidity, why did I think that it was okay to wear a t-shirt? I don't know. And my freaking confidence of going down the first run fine, going down black and being like, yeah, I can handle this blue. Yep. So it bit me. And then came home, got Teresa some flowers because I knew I stressed her out. So I stopped in.
I'm like, why the hell are
So-
you getting me flowers and chocolate when you're the one who just spent hours at the hospital, driving an hour home in pain?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're the one that got wrecked.
Yeah, so graphic warning if you're on YouTube, because I will show you the pictures of what happened to my arm. But essentially, the road rash was made by dirt. So that means that all the road rash was filled with dirt. So the dude shoved some needles in my arm, froze my arm, took like a scrub brush, like a medical version of what you wash your dishes with, pulled that out of a package, scrubbed my arm, scrubbed the wound to get the dirt. Scrub, spray, basically trying to clean the dirt out of my wound. And then he stitched up my arm. I got 2 stitches in my arm. Never had stitches before. Thank God I didn't feel anything. I'm fucking filming it. And sends me home. No pain meds or anything. No like
antibiotics.
no antibiotics, no pain meds, no like, hey, take Tylenol. I think maybe he did say, take some Tylenol or something. I forget. Maybe he did. I forget.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I don't know either. By the time I left the hospital, arm was fine because of all the numbing that I couldn't feel anything. I'm driving the whole hour I drove home, my arm didn't hurt at all. It was 100% fine. But that night, I could not sleep. The pain came back. It was pulsing. I couldn't sleep for more than 5 minutes. It was the worst sleep of my life. I kept getting up. I could never be in a comfortable position. It was all brutal. Teresa gave me 2 Tylenols through the night, a sleeping pill. Nothing was helping. So the next day, Teresa and I were planning to go back to Golden to go to the Sky Bridge, but we went to the hospital first thing.
Yeah, we were just looking to get some pain meds for you.
Yeah.
We were actually just going to go to a walk-in if they had one.
Yeah. I was going to ask hey, some pain meds, like Tylenol 3s. I don't know anything because regular Tylenols were not helping me at all. And they took the bandage off. They looked at it. They said it's getting infected. They gave my antibiotics. They gave me some freaking morphine when I was there
They
because
drugged you up.
yeah, the pain when we were there, like once they started spraying it with trying to clean it, like it got to be unbearable.
You told them it was
for
a
me.
10.
It was like a 10 for me. Like, yeah, my femur's not sticking out of my leg, but I've never had that happen. So for me, it was like the most tense pain. I couldn't concentrate. It wasn't going away. It was so bad that, yeah, they gave me some pain meds, which helped out. And then they prescribed me a bunch of Tylenol and Advil together.
Yeah.
Take a lot.
Yeah. I didn't know you could take Tylenol and Advil together, but you're on like the max dose. I feel like even more than actually the Advil. It's more than because it's 600 milligrams.
Yeah.
Plus 1
gram
of Tylenol.
Yeah. So
And
2
the morphine
Tylenols and
as
3
needed.
Advils at once.
Yeah, so it's a lot.
They did
but
give me some.
seems to be working.
Yeah, they gave me some morphine pills. I was like, okay, like that's good for me, but like if if I can't sleep, like is there anything? He's like, okay, we'll give you like 6 morphine pills, and if you can't sleep, then you can take one of those. And I had the best sleep last night. I didn't take
Even without
one.
the morphine.
Yeah, without them, I don't think I'll need those. We'll probably just
Yeah.
throw those in the garbage. But didn't need them at all, and I just had a great sleep last night. And it was starting to ache when I woke up in the morning, so I took the Tylenols and the Advil this morning, and it's been fine. Like it still hurts. I move my arm and I move it. If it bounces off something, it hurts. But like it was like just sitting, throbbing. There's nothing I could do.
It was so painful for me to watch you. Like,
That's why I got you the flowers and the Brooksides.
yeah, Brooksides are very important. But like all night, it was just like hurting me because you were like literally like, and just like moving around every 2 seconds, even in the car going there, like you were just like making noises, and
Yeah.
it was terrible.
Teresa drove us to the hospital.
I had to drive the truck.
She's like, yeah.
Guys, okay, and if anybody's gonna judge me, it's a dually. Like
It's
the
a big
ass of
truck.
this thing is so big.
Bro, it's also so long,
It's
too.
so long.
It
I'm not
doesn't
used
turn
to it.
tight. It turns wide.
So I've barely driven in it.
Yeah.
And I was forced to drive a lot yesterday.
You drove the last time you drove, we were heading home from your parents.
Yeah, the last
You
time I
did
drove was in Ontario.
Right before we even left.
No, I actually did drive in Jasper
Did
for
you?
like 10 minutes. Remember when you had those drinks?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To drive home from Montana's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you hadn't put in a lot of time. And I know it's just like, you just need to put in some time. You'll be comfortable. And by the end of the day, guys, she's just like, I forgot how much I love driving.
I actually love driving, and it's been shitty just like staying in the passenger seat not driving. I don't know what it is, but I do love driving and just getting comfortable. Like it wasn't just like straight driving that I was doing yesterday. We had a lot of
Parking lots.
stops.
Yeah.
So I did get over my fear of like parking and
Exactly.
like getting into smaller spaces. So after getting exposed to exposure therapy,
Exposure therapy.
I was like, okay, I think I could do this more often.
There's a bird. in the branch behind us. I wonder if
Oh.
you can see that on the YouTube video.
He's a baby.
Tiny little thing. I saw the branch. Sure. Go ahead.
I think I can volunteer to drive to Banff today.
Wow, that'd be amazing because, my arm, it still hurts.
Yeah.
So it's better for you to drive because I don't have full power in my arm. The only thing is we booked via Ferrata in Banff in 10 days.
Yes. Can you look into that?
I got to see if we can even cancel it because we might not even be able to. So yeah, that was our adventure. And then on the way home, we went to the Sky Bridge, the Golden Sky Bridge, which was a nice little hike with two bridges and a little scary.
Denver was scared.
A little scary. It's far way down.
You're actually scared of heights, even though you love heights.
Scared of falling. Love heights, scared of falling.
Yeah, well, we were totally enclosed.
No, that bridge was wobbly, and you could have fallen over the edge if you tried hard enough.
Why would you try hard enough?
I wouldn't, but if something happened, if somebody else tried hard enough, you could go over.
Oh, okay.
Like when you're flying and you're in an airplane, you're good. You can't accidentally fall out of the airplane. No problem. But
I guess
when you're up in the 25th floor or higher condos, you can't accidentally fall out of the condo. When you go onto the balcony, something could happen. So that scares me a little bit. When you're in the house, no problem.
Yeah.
And then we stopped in at Emerald Lake, the natural bridge.
That one was so pretty.
So pretty.
Yeah. I would definitely recommend that.
Yeah.
That stop.
Yep.
We've seen so many beautiful blue lakes.
So many.
It's been incredible.
We got some new stickers. We got Golden, Canada, BC, beside me on the left. We got this Trans-Canada Highway license plate.
And a Lake Louise one.
And a Lake Louise one. So the stickers are filling in here. It's great.
Yup.
Up next week, we're heading to Banff. Today, after we get off, we're doing the open roading something, limousine something in Banff.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what it's called.
I don't know. Should be a cool adventure. We're doing something.
It's just like sightseeing, basically.
Exactly.
With like an open top.
Yeah. So it should be cool.
Yeah. I'm excited. Hopefully we see a bear or a moose.
Ooh, I want to see a moose.
Still want to see a moose.
Haven't seen a moose yet.
If you've made it this long, you love us. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
You're
Thank you
with us.
for all of your support. Also, shout out to my sister. She had her second baby.
My God. Stop it.
We got 2 nibblings now.
We got 2 nibblings. Welcome to Planet Earth, Matthew.
Matthew Fergala.
No, Matthew Paul Fergala. So sweet. We FaceTimed her this morning.
Yeah.
And
precious.
Oh my God, he's so precious. I cannot wait to meet him.
Same.
We're really trying to make it work so that when we do go back to Toronto, we can stay in Madison's
their driveway
for a couple of weeks.
She actually, in the middle of Toronto, I can't believe how, but she got a place that has a driveway that goes along the whole side of her house and to the back. It's a long driveway.
It's a bit tight, though.
It's tight with how close the eavesdrops of the house between the space of the driveway. We might fit. It looks super close. The tape measure says that it'll fit. Don't know what reality will actually be like when we get there.
Yeah.
So once we get home, we're going to try and stay there for a couple of weeks and
Hopefully.
help her out with the baby and see the nibblings.
Make up for all the lost time with Andrew.
Exactly.
He's
so big now. He's running around everywhere now.
Anyways.
That's it.
That's all we got.
We got.
But yeah, if you want more,
check us out on Patreon.
Head over to Patreon. Thanks all for watching. Hope you guys liked this episode. If you did like it, please give us a rating and review on whatever platform you're listening to.
Yeah. And make sure you check the link below for the RV Life videos.
Yes, please. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. My man on his willpower's something I don't understand. He fell in love with self-restraint. Now it's getting out of hand. He used to be literally obsessed with me. I'm suddenly the least sought after girl in the land. Oh, my man on his willpower's something I don't understand.
Teresa is no longer a Taylor Swift fan. She's Brina Carpenter fan.
Ah!
Welcome to episode.
Oh no! Oh no! We're not starting off like that.
No.
No.
Oh.
Nay.
What episode is this? I forgot to put it at the top.
That was actually my fault because I put it at the top.
Oh, okay.
My man on his willpower, something I don't understand. We fell in love with self-restraint. Now it's getting out of hand. It used to be a little obsessed with me. And suddenly the least sought after girl in the land.
Hey, Home Hardware. We are Denver.
And Teresa.
And we are full-time RV living.
And this is our house on wheels.
Our home on wheels is a 41-foot toy hauler. I'm the driver.
And I'm the navigator. We got the Pocket 3 that we're filming on right now. We also have our drone that's currently up in the air getting a beautiful view of the lake.
We love to hike.
And we like to kayak.
And we also have a podcast,
which has over 4 million downloads and over 200,000 followers across all social media platforms.
Currently, we're in beautiful British Columbia after traveling all the way from Toronto.
We've been doing full-time RV life since July 2025.
We live our life one location at a time.
So we would love to take on your challenge with your itinerary to keep us on our toes.
And that's why you should pick us, Denver and Teresa, for your brand ambassadors.